Boom. Welcome back to the Southern Front. Alright. Let's do this. Let's say hi to the players.
Troll.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I like peanut butter.
I feel like
Yeah, me too.
I feel like I may have caught a few of you off guard there.
No.
You just got me in the time. I'm going downstairs to make some tea. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Good stream, guys. See you next week.
And Sally never came back from the forest to make tea. Well, roll credits.
Okay, hold on. Is my token moving now?
Try moving it?
He's
I
having
just
trouble getting his token to move.
Let me make
Yeah.
sure that you are.
I've actually got to reload.
I'm just gonna
No, like,
drag,
it's
moving for
On
him.
my
but
screen,
not
it
for
moves,
us.
but no one else
I'm
sees
just gonna
it. Yeah.
drag in a fresh towel.
Yeah,
See if you
fresh
can
down.
move that one. See, there we go.
Okay, so it just got messed up for some
Yeah, I just
Tao the second.
Tao the second.
reason. Tao
Okay,
Junior.
listen, I
Tao
was
Junior.
I
Tao
was
again.
making maps, and I was like checking that like all the initiative trackers works, and I don't know where like I lost Zero the commander, and I'm like, where is he? And so there might be a second like Zero the commander on one of these maps
Impossible.
today.
Just
Just
somewhere
like,
on the map.
just like in a
chilling.
corner somewhere where I couldn't find him. Like
Zero's literally off the grid.
oh,
He's just
so
living his best
cool
life.
updates of me learning more about Foundry thanks to my wonderful assistant DM. The cart is now a token now that you guys can
Nice,
move and rotate.
Sue.
And another thing is if you drag your token over the cart, you will be able to
Mount it?
yes, you can mount it.
Ooh, cool. And then you can just move it as a whole.
How does mounting it work?
Yeah.
You just have to drag the arrow?
So if
Or...
I go like that,
It like glows red. It looks like.
Yeah.
It does, but I can't move it or anything.
and then if I go like,
Although
I don't know why you're
it
under
looks like
the cart.
observers stuck beneath the cart.
I don't
Oh
know.
my god, what happened?
No, the thing for me, they're
I'm gonna
all
try
above
to.
the
I'm
cart.
gonna try to
gonna
drag
come
in another cart. We'll just refresh all the tokens.
All right.
Whee! Okay, that didn't work. Now the cart is above everybody else.
Hang on, I gotta. Forgot.
How do I-
stones in the road.
I can't send to back when it's on that, when it's a token. It is mountable.
I have no idea how mounting it works.
I don't remember, but I know
Mount your
that
friends. That's a
it
great game.
exists.
Yeah.
So,
Love
how have
Mount
all of you been this past week?
Good.
Somewhere
Good.
between Peggers
Hazy.
and Peg Champion.
I played Jupiter Hell, by the way, Shinny.
Oh, what'd you think?
It's pretty fun. I think it's gonna be
Pretty
my
cool.
new like time waster game. Like when I
It's
have
really
like an
good for
hour or
that.
two to kill.
Yeah.
Oh, DM
Yeah, I've got
Helper
it.
is in. DM Helper's gonna fix the cart, don't worry.
I'm glad you
Thank-
like it, man.
Thank God
That's awesome.
DM Helper's here.
All my homies love when DM Helper joins the game. Yeah, I played another really good game yesterday. But that game 12 Minutes is finally out.
Yeah,
actually, I don't know
I've seen a
Mhm.
few playthroughs of that. It's
Jenny
pretty
with
good.
a tier 3 sub. Wow, reminding me to mute my alerts during D&D.
Stinky.
Oh, this is like the single greatest feature I didn't know I had. Hell yeah. My phone just has like a quick retweet button. Like I got a notification instead of needing to open Twitter for you
What the
guys
fuck?
announcing the D&D. So I just pressed it says retweet, like, or
Yeah.
ignore, and I just hit retweet and it just did it. I didn't have to open Twitter at all. This is
Swear to
great.
God, if you hit
Wow.
ignore.
Ignore.
Ignore not.
Actually, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna put the effort into opening Twitter to undo my retweet.
Tweet from Sci-Fi, ignore.
Ew.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
/ mute.
While I get some going, Rhythm Bot.
Play the campfire song.
Don't move me. Stop moving me.
Ah!
Stop it.
Oh, you're
Deselect me!
you're
I
you're
don't
mounted
use
on
that's
the
not
cart.
me.
I
The
believe
DM
is
helper.
what-
My mouse is over here. You can see my dot off the map.
That's what it is. So right click on your token. You can click the horse in the top right.
Oh, so yeah, no,
You're-
I'm not on it.
Yeah, you're mounted.
So if I go right here,
Right,
and
I'm
then
getting a
I don't
scan
see the
text.
horse icon to remount though. I see how to demount, but how do I
So
remount?
like, go over here.
I don't know.
You ruined it.
Maybe it's just like. Is it just that? Nope. Okay.
No.
I don't know.
I wish.
You get
God,
the
I wish.
shit.
I tried. I don't know, man.
It's fine. Where you're going, you won't need the cart today.
Where you're going, you won't need the
Oh.
cart.
Meta,
Oh,
dude.
Oh.
no.
Sag.
Select yourself, shift right click the cart. So if you like move over the cart, and then with your token selected, shift right click on the cart.
That
That should
doesn't seem
mount
to
you
do
to.
anything. Yeah, that didn't do anything.
Let me try. Let me grab you.
Oh God.
Peegers.
Where'd the
Stop.
cart go?
The cart
Why is the
mounted
cart?
me.
Wait, the cart is
my
here.
God,
It's
wrong.
hang on.
It's on me.
Why is it very tiny now?
It mounted me.
Oh, it mounted
me.
you?
That's
Oh
what you
my
have to
God.
Deselect me, Vice.
We're literally
I don't
mounting
have
our
you
friend.
selected.
Are you
Shitty, I've
mounted
never
to the
once had it
commander?
selected. No.
Stop mounting me
That's
to
not-
Vice.
God, I love D&D.
Obama, please.
Wait, why does this name tag say Vice and not
It just says DM helpers doing a bunch of shit to us.
Not like this.
All
This
right.
is how assistant god fucks with us.
So we'll fix that later.
Fuck the
Fix it in
card.
post.
Oh, great. Well, I mean, now I was like, oh god. Before the stream, I was like, oh god, what if this
All right,
session
now
is a
I'll
complete
mount the
train wreck?
commander.
And so
There we
far,
go.
it has been. So now that my nightmares are real, let's play some D&D, guys.
Yeah.
So
Hold on, let me demount from my current mount. Hold on.
Thank you.
So is there anyone who would want to volunteer to do a summary of last week's episode? If not, I can do it.
I did the last one.
Yeah, she
So
needed the
I
last
think
one.
I'm going to volunteer someone. Giga, you're up.
All right, so last session we were beginning to depart from the camp where Zero found a note by the stables that was written in Dwarvish with a mysterious emblem on it that told someone to go to the southern gate and for some sort of conversation. Meanwhile, we were all mulling about preparing our supplies and what have you, and we brought the note to the captain at the north gate, at which point Sally decided to wander off towards the blacksmith because he was the only one to really know Dwarvish, so that was, I believe, our line of reasoning, to where Sally saw a mysterious robed man stare at her, take out a book, say some words, and then disappear through a dimension door. At that point, Zero arrived on the scene, I believe, I think it was just Sally and Zero, spoke with Awen? Is that how you say his name? Awen, I
Yep.
believe?
It was
Onwin.
Chiyoko and
Onwin.
Zero.
Chioko
I
and Zero,
think
sorry.
Onwin.
Chioko and Zero with
Awen.
Onwin.
Awen was the name
I
of the
think
blacksmith.
Had a very lengthy conversation, which basically boiled down to, through two natural 20s back to back from Zero, alluded to that the blacksmith once worked for the dwarves as a man-at-arms, like a mercenary of some description, and gave them information of what we were planning to do later that day. So, the damage had already been done, the enemy knew what we were up to. And essentially, Zero gave him a choice of, are you a threat to myself and my people? And he basically said, at this point, no. Like, his war has been fought, and he doesn't want to do this anymore. And he relinquished his blade to Zero, which was a +1 longsword. Wow. And took his son to have a conversation about, I assume, retiring somewhere towards the south. And after that, we left to be assaulted by gnolls, where Zero took on both Knoll like captains at the same time. Sally got the shit almost kicked out of him, but was helped by Observer from the cart, just kind of taking pot shots. And overall,
Sally
went pretty well.
By for most of that fight, but still was able to do some decent damage.
Yeah.
To quote a certain art piece, fucking 3 the whole time. Lamau die.
Yeah. 3 was just sitting on the cart, just shooting people as you do. And during the fight, 2 Elven Rangers came from the south as well, assisted, and then ran back off. And the fight was won, and we recovered 2 silver Elven Glaives that are in a quote cart or somewhere.
Yep.
And at night, everybody had their own sort of I'm going to call it their own divine interventions of their various backgrounds or patrons and the like. So, and in the morning we had this guy come up, Solomon, who wants us to come with him in aiding the elves. And at that point, that's pretty much where we ended up, was in the morning when Solemn Song arrived.
So, Solemn Song is basically going to wait for you to pack up your supplies, get what you need together. He tells you that he is going to take you to Waterfall Basin, which is a nearby elven town. And basically, when you start loading things onto your cart, he acts like a little, reviled at the idea of, your tamed beasts, and he tells you that you won't be needing those. So basically, you can stow the horses in the forests here, and they'll be protected under the Elf's watch, and you can take whatever you can carry.
Zero has been still since kind of coming to from his vision. A very drab and dreary and lonely one at that. And he's just holding the sword that had been given to him. It almost bears a mark of a symbol to him, one of camaraderie and kinship. He thinks of the smith and his son, and that lonely number of his. There's a long pause, even as Tao walks up to him. He's just looking at the sword.
Are you awake, Commander?
He slowly looks up, the blue lights flitting towards the lion man. I am. Are we getting ready?
I believe so. I believe we're heading... He points off past behind you, basically. That direction. To a nearby town.
Metal plates click as he turns to look over himself towards everyone getting ready. Very well. Let's prepare to travel.
Of course. Tao would put his hand down to help you get up.
You sort of hear double the amount of noises of things being packed in here because things are being moved around, but also by a big metal man.
Big metal man, pog!
Packing things, and the only notable things on 3's back would be the 2 Elven Glaives.
Mm-hmm.
Watches.
He's keeping those.
Are you not or saying?
Yeah.
Yes, just over there.
Thank you.
She'll point towards Solomon.
Uh-huh.
You should get your things.
I did.
Well, that was fast.
I did it when you were talking.
Warforged staring contest across the campfire.
Oh, excuse me.
3 is just kind of going through motions of packing things
Nothing
up.
to
Just,
excuse.
more of a routine than anything else.
Yeah.
Just kind of waiting, doing idle stuff.
Collapsing the tents, putting them in the back of the carriage so that they can be stored from protected from weather, that kind of thing, and maybe even extinguishing the fire.
Whoa, do that again!
No.
Please,
Boonga boonga, fire entertaining.
please. I want to watch the forest burn.
So it'd be
I
a
take
lot
out my
more than
tinderbox and light the fire and walk away. And I'm kidding.
Whoa, there, wow.
Whoa.
Fire.
Okay, we're gonna do our ritual dance. We're just gonna go around in
I
circles.
eldritch blast the fire to put it out. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
You kill breakfast.
More experience for me.
But no,
now jumps and hits the deck to dodge it.
the coals of the fire are still warm enough if you want to prepare any sort of meal or ration before you depart. I know one of you was. How about cooks?
I have cooking tools. I'll cook us all like a little like
Tell me
breakfast,
what
kind of
you're
like breakfast
cooking.
sandwiches. Little breakfast sandwiches, you know,
Okay,
like some
yeah.
Ooh.
preserved like meats with a little bit of like
Mhm.
vegetable and cheese.
Make a
Maybe some bread.
survival check.
Survival check. Okay, hold on. Let me get all my menus open again. Oh, did they change how this? What the heck? Oops, I just definitely was not supposed to press that button. Ah, there we go. Okay, where is survival? There it is.
Nice with a 15. Yeah, you heat up some of the meat rations, like preserved meats. You get some of the like sort of hard bread and start like moistening it up a little so that it's easier to stomach. And even in the nearby woods, you find some a nest with some bird eggs.
Sweet, delicious bird eggs.
And you're able to make some fucking fantasy egg McMuffins for your fucking crew.
God, he's eating
Let's
the
go.
Mmm, delicious bird children.
You never had eggs before.
Fucking tell Bob I can't handle it, dude.
Just okay. I need a performance check on that. She's just gonna flex. Like, does she eat eggs? We shall see.
Eggs? You don't know?
Here we go.
The dice
A little
will
bit
decide.
of a little bit of this, a little bit of a. Yeah, I guess.
Make a perception check also, Tao.
Okay. What the fuck? Let's see, where is my perception?
Okay.
Yeah?
You can tell that even as you grab the eggs from the bird nest and they are like big and like hearty and good enough to like eat in big portions, you see Solemn Song sort of wince as you like crack open each of the eggs.
Ooh.
If this was a Telltale game, it would pop up and say that he will remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I put the last egg that I haven't cracked yet back.
Okay, because you rolled a nat 20, I'll give you his reaction to that. He just sort of like exhales, and he's like, it's not like he's still clearly disappointed, and it's like that doesn't make it much better.
Well, it's better than not at all better.
He's like, it's very clear to him that that's something you did because you noticed his disgust and not because that's something you would do.
Of course not, I'm a hunter.
Yeah, you are a hunter.
Not mad. Disappointed.
Well, I've got breakfast for us now, so we can go when we're ready.
Thanks, Talbama.
Okay.
Who?
Who?
What?
Who?
Make sure the Paxi can travel light, but do make sure to have some extra rations. Myself and 3 both have some in our bags as well. Gotta take care of the meat bags.
The meat
Let us know
bags.
when you are hungry.
Let us know when you must be feeding.
There are better ways to phrase that, Zero.
Someone in chat said, I'm starting to wonder if the Warforged are named after their wisdom scores.
Actually, 14. But I perceive as 3. So.
Alright, well. Are you guys ready to venture forth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not that we get to about here and then quickly run back. Oops.
Then I'm going to start preloading this scene because
Go for it.
To grab something.
It's a
stuff
big
in the
one.
pack.
So while I do, allow me to describe to you some of the travel as Solemn Song leads you through the forest. And even though he is, like, meaningfully leading you, like he intends for you to follow, following an elf through these woods is not easy.
I'd like to roll against my cartography.
Yeah, you can roll, let's say survival with advantage.
Survival with
20,
advantage. I would
baby.
like
Here
to
we
roll-
go.
I would
Roll
like
a
to
20.
roll that.
Roll a 20, bitch.
All right, here I go. Survival with advantage.
Close.
Yeah, Zero the Commander, you are basically, like, using your knowledge of the trails and the hills and, like, topographical maps to, like... Even though, like, one thing you notice immediately is that his footsteps are very light. Like, they barely leave a track at all.
Distressingly more light than my own, I'm guessing.
Yes. Unlike yours, which are just like into
War
the fucking...
Machine enters
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the light-footed character, and then the two War Machines
like-
being like, we're
Two walking
sneaking.
tanks, yeah.
What do you
like,
mean? We're
carefully
sneaking.
stepping around like rare
Like-
plants and stuff, and I'm like murdering anthills on the
It's-
way there. Like,
It's kind of hard to express like how like alien his movements are, and it's not like he doesn't even leave a full footprint upon the dirt. It's more just like a small indent where he digs in his foot to make the next step. But using your knowledge of like elevation and the topographical maps of the area, you are able to keep sort of on top of him as he leads you to a giant sort of incline that is dotted by a waterfall, wherein he profusely apologizes for the fact that you'll have to make your own way up as he whistles and a large bird carries him up the ledge.
Oh,
first,
fuck off.
First, he's gonna make sure everybody
I-
made it okay. Looks like everyone did. All right.
Mm-hmm.
3 is just staring at the large bird. Oh.
Are any of you a skilled climber?
Not particularly.
Then we'll try by doing. I'll be the first to go up.
All right, all of
And
you are
if
gonna
someone
make
falls, it's me.
all of you are gonna be making me athletics. And
So
it'll be-
Zero's plan is to make it up to the top and then deploy a rope for them.
yeah.
So I'm gonna try to really
I
fuck
can
this
climb.
up.
If
I used to
if
climb
I
castle walls
might
to steal food.
make a
Yes?
suggestion.
Go ahead.
They're not the only one with wings.
True.
Oh,
I totally
No.
forgot about that because it's hard to tell with your little circular picture that you have wings all the time.
My what?
The what?
Never mind. Anyway,
That is a good point.
yes, let's have you go up and deploy the rope. That sounds like a great idea, Chiyoko.
Yes, that would be much better.
So, Chiyoko, I'll sort of describe here, because your wings don't sort of give you, like, free flight, but they definitely help. And so you sort of spread your wings and you catch the upward wind, and it's like you're climbing, but it's a fair amount easier, because you're, like, it's almost as if you're lighter.
We're
Because of
Genshin
the sort of,
surfing, bro.
updraft here. I was thinking, you ever played Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
You know, like when you
Yeah.
put the parachute and then you go into the updraft?
Yep.
It's like that.
Very cool.
So, yeah. You can go ahead and make me an athletics check with advantage.
You said athletics?
Yep.
Oh God.
Go, Chiyoko, you can do it. You can
Let's see
do it,
that
I
strength
believe.
score. Okay, yeah, it's a 16. You're able to successfully throw down a rope to each of your companions. For the rest of you,
Clappers.
climbing a rope successfully is an athletics check with a difficulty class of 5.
Can we use advantage?
I mean, yeah, if you have it.
Nice.
3 just kind of looks at the rope and the long way up.
I don't think I have advantage. I just have athletics.
Oh boy.
Up you go, all of you. Let's.
Okay, Tao climbs the rope.
Good job, Tal.
Sally climbs the
Oh,
rope.
thank you.
Good
Sally
job, Sally.
climbed with
All
her
right,
plus
Bree.
6.
3 climbs the rope.
Fairly easy for her.
It's so describing how you felt lighter when you have your wings deployed, Chiyoko, is immediately like imagine just like the weight of gravity upon you as 3 and 0 grab hold of the rope and start climbing.
Wait, are they trying to grab onto it while I'm like getting up the cliff and
I mean,
dropping the rope
you've,
down to
like,
them?
You've dropped it, like you've secured it, but you're still like holding on to it to making sure it stays in.
Thankfully, the 2 Warforged were last, so
Yeah.
you have Tal and Sally to help.
Mhm.
But
And you're all able to hold the rope in position and make your way into
Tal's pretty
Waterfall
heavy.
Basin. Oh man, I hope you guys are ready for this map. I worked really hard on this map.
Pog, hype.
I pause,
It's
champions.
the biggest
Pause,
city
pause.
map I've ever made for any of my campaigns, and I
Ooh.
tried my best to make it as seamless as possible.
Poggers.
Bear
Holy shit.
in mind, you might need to refresh your foundry once this loads because it's a very big scene.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Gotcha.
activate it now.
As a final note, because we're more than likely going to have to go back the way we came, what I'm going to do is I'm going to coil the rope around the tree that we used just to keep it there. So it's not down the cliff, so nobody can just climb it, but it's prepared.
Gotcha.
What if we get our own birds? Oh, wait, Tao. Never mind.
Oh,
Hey.
so you've already seen through
Why,
this.
why
haven't
me?
you?
Why not the Warforged? I think they weigh more than me.
I think I do need to reload. Okay, reloading.
You
It's
ate
all
our
right. This is
birds.
okay. This is, it's pretty good.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
This
Holy
is
shit, this is
beautiful.
so big.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, it's so
Am
big.
loading.
Wait, where are
Am.
we?
You
so
guys
I don't even know where I
are-
am.
I'm loading respectfully.
It's so big.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh my god.
We're so tiny!
Holy shit, this place is huge.
Oh my
Yeah, gray
god.
screen. I'm loading.
Ooh, these I really like these trees. This is cool.
In game.
Yeah, the party
Like,
is
like-
down here, chat.
We're
having
so
some
little.
difficulty.
So one
can't
thing to
quite get
bear
it
in
up.
mind is just how massive this city is. So there are a myriad of people who do not have tokens, just to save on
Right.
like space.
Holy moly.
I worked
So
for
they're here, we just don't see them.
I worked on this map for genuinely about 9 hours.
Yo,
Oh
I'm gonna join chat in the clappers, dude. Fucking
I'll
clappers.
clap. There you go.
Yeah, you did a really good job. This looks crazy.
Yeah, I bought some custom assets to get these tree houses looking nice,
They look really cool.
and the waterfall basin in the middle, the giant lake.
So peggers, dude.
Yeah, peggers, dude. More people are saying it.
You keep
Can I
saying
wood
it,
pegged
it
again?
becomes a thing.
That's how it works.
Forget poggers. Peggers is where it's at. Yeah, I'm
All
struggling.
right, I'm loaded. I'm ready.
So,
Loading.
uh,
Loading.
I'll track
So-
what's going on through your stream for now. I'm good.
Yep.
Just moving
yeah,
with you guys.
okay. Sort of to describe, sort of above game. These are going to be like cities of this scale. Will like there will be I haven't decided exactly how many, but there will be multiple of them as you journey towards them throughout the southern front. And these will basically work as hub cities.
Gotcha.
Oh, cool.
So you will be able to return to Waterfall Basin at
return
any
to Waterfall
point
Basin.
whenever you basically choose, because you've been here before.
Hell yeah.
It's sort of like D&D fast travel, but it's not
Yeah.
like fast. It's just you saying we want to go back to Waterfall Basin, and then the travel is like abstracted.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, you are all led in to Waterfall Basin by Solemn Song.
Oh shit, I got hiccups.
And one thing you will notice is that same blue flickering starlight that you saw in your visions.
Interesting. I'll mentally note that in my log.
Was that a part of all of our visions?
It was basically the thing that filled the air before your mind became overcome with the vision.
Visions? Who?
I ain't never had no vision.
What's a vision? I don't follow a god. I follow myself. I got here on my own.
So I'm gonna try to reload
That's all I'm saying.
Thank you for escorting us here.
Yes, you'll need to check in some of your weapons at this building before you proceed.
Entirely understandable. Sally, if you would, go up. Shioko, follow her in. I'll be last. Zero, looking at 3. There's this mused thought that 3 just is the weapon. he
So-
just kind of he just enjoys that
To
for a moment.
describe
before
these
motioning something to go up.
stairs, it's less that the tree is carved into to make these kind of stairs, and it's more like as the tree has grown, the elves have like coaxed it into growing into this shape. Like you don't see any marks of where like tools would have cut off sections. It looks like it was somehow made to grow in this manner.
Kind of like how people have like the in-home tree gardens and they shape them specific ways.
Exactly like that. That was the inspiration.
Oh,
It's really cool.
you two. Hello.
3, are you alright?
I'm still loading.
I'll move you in.
Yeah, just move with me. It's I get
Weapon
the map is just a white blank. grid.
Yeah, you're gonna need to I would try even restarting Chrome.
Okay, I can do that. Just do the whole thing.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Weapon rack.
If that doesn't still work,
Mhm.
I can stream it over Discord. Just let me know.
Yep, gotcha.
So there is a weapon rack here, and then there's like you see crates and barrels of supplies. By the way, these guys' tokens, you'll see them dotted throughout the map. These are just generic tokens to represent guards.
So we don't recognize them as the rangers that came to our aid.
It's
Can
possible,
I
but
get a roll for that? Can I? let me
Yeah,
roll for it, please?
sure.
Okay.
I mean,
All
you,
elves look the same.
you think they look similar. They're wearing the same kind of armor, but
He's too busy getting destroyed to remember.
True. I was getting fucked up.
so
Yeah.
just some knowledge, some common knowledge to put on you guys while you're sort of going through these motions is that the common society, mostly of like Asperia, doesn't really know that much about the elves. Like, they're very secretive in the sort of the way that their culture operates, to the point where some travelers who have gone through the forests of this country have claimed that elves might not even live there at all.
Well, we'll stow our weapons and gear.
Mm-hmm.
and I guess come back out.
Who has the Elven Glaives?
I do. They're on my back, visible.
Okay. This guard will come up there and he will basically confiscate them.
Yep.
We willingly hand them over.
He will tell you, he says, one of our patrols was ambushed by this same group of gnolls.
I saw it best to recover them and return them.
Yes, their families will need remembrance.
I don't blame your patrols for having a hardship with them. They were powerful enemies.
He is going to sort of take the hilt of the glaive, and he takes it in two hands, like one grasping like the back of the blade and the other grasping the handle, and he just twists it, and the blade comes free from the handle, and he just sort of holds the handle back towards you.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah, and he takes the two blades and presses them together, and they sort of become one mass of metal.
Oh. Commander Nodders.
Oh.
Go this way.
All right. Well, we'll step back outside.
Mm-hmm. So, by the way, just to double check, can you see the map now, Giga?
Nope. It's just the white grid.
Okay, I'm going to... Can you try going to world map and then clicking back here, the top left? Because sometimes that fixes it.
Okay,
If that doesn't work, I will stream it over Discord so you get instant feedback.
Yeah.
Okay, clicked over, clicking back on.
Fingers crossed. Get everybody working. It's a big map. I was very afraid things were gonna break. I did my best, by the way, designing these tiles, putting them together to make sure that everything looked as seamless as it could.
I mean, my favorite part is the lingering particle effects. I like that a lot.
Yeah, the weather effects are great. I want more of them.
More anime,
click
anime
back
rain.
over. Still a white grid.
Oof.
Okay, we'll be able to
Interesting.
manage, man. Let me go ahead and stream it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Chrome's like, it's becoming unresponsive. I'm like, well, it's because the big map. That makes sense.
There you go, homie.
I may have found the limit of Forge. I might need to upgrade our server.
I can still do my rolls and everything. Look, yeah, everything
Okay.
else.
That's good. As long as you can still access your sheet and do rolls, you
Yeah.
can look at the
I
map
can see
through
my
Discord.
square. I can probably move my guy over there,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it probably moves them. Yeah.
You can also do, I
I
guess,
just don't see-
WASD. Will move your token. Yeah.
Yeah, and he can see where he's looking on mine, so he's still totally workable.
All right. So, Solemn Song will tell you some cursory info to get you started. He says, you have all been given provisional access to town as thanks for your dealing with the gnolls. I suggest that you see Northbound Mountain in the town center.
So the commander will nod at this, hands clasped behind his back. He'll raise a hand inquisitively. Which way would you like us to go then, to find this town center?
He will point towards his left, towards left down the trail. He says, "Follow there and look for the clearings." Also, a word of warning. Do try to tread carefully. You are welcome guests, of course, but foreigners are not common in these parts.
Understood. He'll he's gonna like actually like look at Sally. just look. Doesn't say anything, and then turns around.
Quick question about the glaives. Are,
Yes.
are the handles also silver, or is it the blades that
The
were
blades
silver?
are silver. The
Okay,
handles
so I
are
just have
wood.
like two wooden shafts. Thanks, I guess.
Are they elven wooden handles, or are they? Just...
Yes, actually. As
Oh.
you look at the top of the handle, make me a perception check.
Go ahead,
Okay,
observer.
I choose to perceive and guide myself. Hey,
What
I see
you
everything.
see is actually, observer, your sort of robot eyes do like a fucking zoom a little bit.
Yeah.
And you see tiny rings sort of dotting the top of the handle, and you get this is not a cut piece of wood. This is a tree in and of itself that was grown to be this shape.
Am I seeing him just staring at this thing and then his
Yes.
eyes do just a weird thing?
Well, his eyes just sort of they get a little like one of the points like refines into like a yellow dot.
I was hoping you did the other thing where it was like a reverse like monocle where it's an extending telescope, you know, where it just just
No, what you guys were hoping was what was in Discord is that, isn't it?
like Booba, yeah.
Yeah, that's the Spy Kids.
Yes,
like that,
exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking Spy Kids. Oh my
The
god.
Spy Kids monocular thing, yeah. Alright, 3. Let's go. You too, Chiyoko. It's time to go.
All right. Party begins.
Graces only applies to dwarves. Why are we looking
Let
at
my
me?
mouth's on fire. I made a very spicy sandwich. Oh, it's bad. Oh. Whew. Too bad lions don't sweat. This is awful.
Is he panting?
Like just slightly. You could see his like hands would be really sweaty because that's where these kind of animals sweat.
Mom's spaghetti.
You can make the
Does this-
perception checks as you approach the water here.
That sounds poggers.
Oh my god! When you zoom out, when you force us to zoom out, holy shit!
I perceive.
It's a big
Kind
area. Oh god, I fucked myself by zooming out.
Alright.
Ooh,
Perception. Eh.
Are we all doing it?
of. Hey, that's what it looks like for me. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, Chiyoko sees all.
Hang on, DM's gotta reload.
I have the eyes of God on my side.
Water!
It's gonna be a little harder for me to see because my eyes are watering and my nose is running.
Let's go make it RP. Let's like
Uh-oh.
actually go up to
That might be a little bit too far. You got a little overzealous there.
Why are you looking at water?
Sometimes,
The water
Sally,
looks-
it's a good idea to just stop and look at the water.
Tao is staring at the water with almost perturbed intent because he's so spiced in his mouth that the water looks amazing to him.
No balls won't drink it.
I think it's a cliff.
Do it, pussy.
No, it's a riverbank. It comes right up to
Oh.
the surface.
Well, Tao's like really on edge about touching anything now because he already got someone looking at him mean for touching an
Drink
egg.
the water, you literal pussy.
Can we get a screen cap of this just for a scenic potential future art piece? We'll just
I
quickly-
am loading in, so I can't get a screen cap.
I did it. We're good. General boop.
Can I look down and observe the water?
No, we don't,
Yes, you
don't.
can. Make me a perception check.
I'm in so much
Oh, I
pain.
just did.
Oh, what was the result?
A 24.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Every
god,
time I
should drink the water.
perceive water.
I've overloaded the server. I'm loading
Oh,
back
no.
Oh, no.
in. Sci-Fi works for 9 hours on a huge fucking map. It crashes the server.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Play stupid games,
no.
win stupid prizes.
On the plus side, it looks great.
It does look great.
Oh yeah. Hundo percento.
Okay, I can see. I can fight.
Peggers!
Okay, let's see.
You totally
You rolled
Krungo
a
if you
nat
could.
20. Okay, so... Okay,
Oh,
how
man.
to describe this? So, the water here is very... like... clear? Like, it's very clean. It's, like, not, like, transparent, like you can't see through to the bottom because it is, like, rippling and flowing into the basin, but you can tell that this is, like, very much, like, pure water.
Probably the cleanest water I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
With a 19, does Zero see that too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we've had enough time to look at this. I feel as though this route is just going to go back around. Why don't we go ahead and head the direction that the man implied? I think I saw a cut through the trees down here.
Perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
You do, in fact, see
Ah,
it.
yes, the
That's a
DM hand is guiding me.
Oh god. Oh god, y'all are dragging yourselves long distance. Meanwhile, I'm over here
I'm
trying to walk.
You.
Dude, I'm going square by square. And I'm blind.
Yeah, I was about to say, I would go on square by square. I like it. Gives me time to
uh,
appreciate this beautiful map that someone made.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Are you good?
I can't move my view anymore.
Oh no.
Try
The
tabbing
world
away
map and coming back.
from the window and coming back.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be a second.
It is I,
Keep moving me with the party.
and brash
And three.
human.
Keep 3 and I
Hello,
with
human.
Here. I've got you. I've got
Thank
you,
you.
Chief.
I have a
Can
name.
you
know,
can you
fine.
say that again as the elf, please?
Hello,
Hello.
human.
Do you see when you see a bird? Do you just say hello, bird?
Well, you introduced yourself as Rash and Brash Human.
Yes, but I have a name.
Is that not your name?
You are some
Oh, no.
specimen. Never mind.
Sally, be nice.
Oh no.
Yes.
Towel will bow and like as an apology.
He nods.
Kyoko will follow up and do the same.
I know.
Hello.
I see it.
Male elf.
Just give it a second.
What?
So just to keep you appraised, I'm being guided by my faith, not by my sight.
Oh god.
He's really believing in the heart of the cards right now.
Kelpie help.
I can't believe
Free help, all I see is white.
I can't believe 3 observers
Same,
is
brother.
fucking blind. What you could try doing is you could try zooming in and then refreshing, because I think the white thing
Alright.
comes in when you zoom out too far.
Alright, here we go.
You need more RAM.
More
We could
Because I
download
think,
some.
because
That's
I think
good.
when
Dedicated
when
WAM.
you zoom out to the maximum level, it's putting all the assets that are in this map in your cache at once, and then it hits a
Cool.
cap and it just all goes white.
Cool.
Also, make sure your browser has hardware acceleration on.
Yep.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I zoomed it as much as I could.
3
I'll
and
just
0
refresh.
need more dedicated RAM for their D&D server.
I can't believe it's both the Warforged that are fucking blind.
They're literally reaching their RAM cap in character.
Immune to poison damage comes at such a cost.
Oh, I'm.
Yeah, so what's happened for at least the both of us is when we refresh, it puts us at the max zoom, and then we gotta zoom back in. So I think it's trying to load the entire map at once.
Well, as long as you
Yeah.
can see the map.
We can.
Well, I can, so.
Okay.
We'll make it work, man. It's fine. Just move us. We're good. I can roleplay. I've got the ability to imagination.
Well, true. And you
Either
can also
how about
of
I-
mind.
How about I
And you can
do-
use the stream, yeah.
do
And
this?
we're all professional role players from Callus Row. Okay.
There
We
you
can
go.
handle-
Mm.
E. Alice
Okay,
Row.
here's your guiding
Oh.
hand.
Okay.
Look
I
at
feel
that.
as though I'm moving with purpose.
Yeah, now, contrary to your instincts, you're gonna want to follow Sally here.
I'm lost.
What do you mean? You walk onto
Already
a
found the
paved
path.
road. I'm lost.
I take the most obvious turn.
Okay. This way.
Thank you. Follow me, Sally.
I'm definitely following.
There is a big
I'm following.
house here. With a sort of another curved staircase leading up into it.
Should we go in here or should we keep going?
And you also see on this tree,
No
you
harm
see
in checking.
slits
I do
of
not
like
know.
windows.
I don't know.
Be
if
polite,
it's-
though,
it's
and
not
not intrude.
More upkept, perhaps elegant than the other. Perhaps this is the center.
Then let's go check the center.
Let's
Well,
see.
that's what I'm saying. This looks like the center.
This
I
one or
trust
the one
your
with the
judgment,
windows?
Chioko. I cannot see it.
Oh,
I think it's this way.
So
Yeah, let's go
sorry,
towards the one
guys.
with the windows. It's the biggest one.
window.
well.
Oh, that one does have tiny little windows.
Yes, you totally see them, right? 0 and 3.
I do. Yes. Lead us in. Go ahead.
Yes, you bet.
You do what?
Thank you, Oblivion.
You're welcome. Let's go full screen on this bitch.
Oh, there's two staircases here.
Okay.
That's the DM's patience.
I guess the second one has the cement path.
You just looked at him, locked eyes with this elf, deeply exhaled, and then walked
I'll move
away.
you.
Oh no,
I'll
she
move
was
you, server,
sniffing.
if
That
you
was.
can't see it.
Oh. That's kind of worse.
Giga, do you want me to move you?
Yeah, this is a
I'm
very
okay
steep
for the
staircase
moment.
that goes like
Okay, we're
through
going
the
this way.
actual like.
Okay.
Sally's so frungo.
I was gonna just ask, hello, is this the center of town? Just nodders.
Are you looking for
No.
the town master? He'll point to the wait. He'll point to the tree behind you.
Swan. Ah, I see, thank you. Tao.
Yes.
Tao,
Much
can you get
appreciated.
Sally? We need to
You
go
go
this
talk to
way.
us. I got it, okay. Sally, come down here, please.
What?
Apparently the person who runs the town is that direction.
Oh, I can't. I'm lost. Oh,
Sally,
oh no.
if you do not keep with the party, I'll drag you myself.
Well, when you put it that way, never mind.
By the way, quick tally. Which one of you, do any of you speak Elvish?
I do.
Yes, 3 the observer.
We have-
does.
3 does.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
think
just
we
the
have one more,
Warforged?
too.
Just me.
Oh no, so just
fine.
3, actually.
Just 3,
Yep.
Just
Just me.
as I speak
Okay.
Dwarven.
Yeah, you sort of hear him mumble as he watches Sally go away. He's like, "These people are strange."
True.
In Elvish.
I know.
He laughs.
Mm-hmm. And just, hydraulic footballs, just walk away.
Here they go again.
Sally.
Why are you looking at my lips? I was looking. You know what? My eyes are up here. Never mind.
It's they're
You don't
walking
get
by,
to
Choco's
decide
just gonna
whether
give him like a
I'm
really
the
sad
entrance.
look and just
I-
like bow like profusely.
Oh my god.
I'm
Sally.
human.
The entrance is up here, Sally.
What?
In Elvish.
Pay no mind to her. She's new to all of this.
Are you sure this look
Yes.
okay?
He
It
will.
clearly says up here. This is the entrance.
He will come up to you and he puts a hand on your soldier 3 and he whispers, "Trust me, you needn't tell me to pay no mind to her."
Oof. Oh man.
Three will laugh for the first time.
Tao will
Why we
turn
laugh-
around, not knowing what they said, but confused by the fact that 3 actually laughed.
All right, let us head up in the inn.
Do not worry, Sally. Pay no mind to us.
Mhm.
Kyoko, escort me inside, would you?
Of course.
God, like an old man.
He's an old man. No.
You're taking
Sally,
the
come
exit,
on.
woman.
Okay, taking two separate
Do you need me to help
staircases,
you up the
party
stairs? Are you
arrives in
okay?
The same place.
Hello.
The two guards will stand to either side and
Just gonna just look around. Where is Sally?
she,
She went around the other way, I don't know why.
What? Oh,
It's okay. They're right there.
well, oh.
you hear a raucous voice from the back
Watch out for
say,
the pillar.
"Foreign guests, come in and know me better."
Oh,
Well, it appears we should go in there. So,
Yes.
Where do I
Bree, since you
remember
speak
that?
their native tongue and it might be more polite, do you wish to speak on the party's behalf?
Certainly.
All right.
Where do I know that
That's your
line
path
from?
right
Come
there.
in and know me better. It's from a certain audiobook, and I can't remember. Narnia? No, something else. That line.
There you go. Here you go. You're doing it.
Like I'm desperately.
You want to end up like right here, probably. Yeah, there you go.
Let me see the game.
Just keep refreshing until it works.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
Eventually, it's out before me.
To describe sort of the desks and tables here, because their art doesn't like fully represent it, in the same manner of everything here, it looks less cut with tools and more that wood was coaxed into this shape. However, you do see like fine papers and parchment, and it actually looks like dried like leaves that are like wrote upon. And the person sitting behind the desk is wearing he's wearing a mask that covers his face, and he's wearing sort of green plated armor that shines with like a metal tinge. And you don't see any ears because of his hood, but you see that he has two sort of elongated, almost antlers that come out of his hood. You're not sure if that's part of the mask or part of him.
Go ahead, 3.
Write stuff down. Cool. So, at first, he will speak to him in Elvish and say,
Greetings. You may know me as 3 Observer. These are my compatriots. What is your name, good sir?
I am known as Northbound Mountain, the town master of Waterfall Basin, the head of the northern tribe.
It is good to meet you. This one here is Sally. Here, Chioko. Zero, the commander. And Tao. We are from north to help along the southern front with the current conflict.
He will ask you in Elvish. He says,
mm-hmm.
"Observer, do your companions speak Elven tongue?"
They do not.
he will he will reach into one of these drawers and he will pull 4 green medallions. And he says, hand them each one of these.
Of course.
He will come over here, take the medallions, and then pass one to each of you.
Oh.
And then
Commander will
say
immediately don it.
Ooh.
Please put the medallion on so that you may understand him.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Does
She'll
not
kind of
eat.
affix it to her stole.
He clasps his hands together and speaks some words in a tongue that isn't quite Elvish, but you recognize it, Observer, as a caster, as sort of the language of magic, but as it's put through like an Elvish filter, almost.
Gotcha.
Because, like, it's like a certain way of incantation to cast spells in Common, and it's another way to cast spells in Elvish.
Old magic.
Mm-hmm. And the green medallions radiate with energy, and for the next 5 hours, all of you may speak and understand Elvish.
Wow! Magic to bewitch.
I was
Get it?
there.
I'm lying,
when
it makes
was
sense.
written.
There. Now you may converse in Elvish alongside myself with Northern Mountain.
Well, you find no complaint from me. Well met, friend.
He will turn to you, Zero the
This
Commander.
is
He says,
very nice.
the Commander, I take it you are the leader of this motley crew.
As is my purpose.
The leader's burden is heavy. What brings you through these woods?
We were assigned with a task from the guild to help establish a southern front against the dwarves.
I see you all wear the crest of Asperia, our human brethren to the north.
He'll nod.
I have heard the rumors of war, but we live in treetops and on top of cliffs. I don't believe that the dwarfs have it in them to come all the way up here.
You underestimate dwarves.
This is pause as the commander looks at Sally with kind of like a sidelong eye before looking back.
She eyes you back with equal deathly intent.
Be that as it may, one of the things that we want to do is we want to make sure that we do 2 tasks. One is set up an appropriate base of operations where we can facilitate anything that might need to be done if the dwarves do push on an offensive, which all intel suggests they will. The other thing I'd like to do is make sure we have as little of an impact here on your way of life and your surroundings as we can possibly have.
Your respect to our way of life is noted. It is not one shared by the nation of Asperia.
Having already had our lives saved by your rangers, I feel it is the least we can do in our efforts to accomplish our mission.
He will motion to these 2 ranger guards, who will come in and stand beside him. And now you will recognize these 2 as the ones that helped you.
There will be a very deliberate and slow bow of the head of respect to both of them.
Choco will join in this.
Also,
kinda
Zero
loud,
the Commander, you can make a perception check.
Okay.
While you're doing
I'm
that,
gonna
Tal lets
watch
out
you
like
all
a
bow.
one deep kind of laugh, like a jolly laugh.
Do you want me to hit his
Like,
button?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead
shield
and
brother.
as I'm loading in again.
Mhm.
Go ahead and hit me.
Okay. You said perception?
Perception, yeah.
Okay, that's a nat one.
Don't let me do it ever again.
Uh,
So blind. He's
I-
so
I
blind.
will say that because you're literally aiding him, you can aid him for advantage.
Okay.
Another one.
Yeah. Okay, a 9.
Is anyone else perceiving this, or just those two?
No, it's something specific that the commander
Okay.
would have seen.
Got it.
But basically, what I can tell you with a 9, just sort of baseline, is you get the sense that these rangers are trained in the arts of combat, but they are by no manner of measure soldiers.
There's a kind of an approving note there, that despite them not being soldiers, that they were so readily able to come to the rescue and help.
Yeah.
Your courage is both noted and respected. Thank you for your help.
Well, they thank you as well, given that those gnolls killed many of our family. Both elven and otherwise.
It's a terrible and regrettable thing. By we I mean 3 and Shioko, discovered glaives on the body of one of the Gnoll leaders. We made sure to deposit those back at the armory.
This ranger will, sort of, his expression will soften and he will speak up. He says, "Their families will be happy to know that their metal can return to the soil."
Another nod. He'll look back at the leader. As to the mission, we obviously want to do what we can to work with you, to build a positive kinship between us. Mayhaps not by blood, but certainly as people. What can you tell us of the local land? Is there anything ailing you beyond the gnolls that we encountered on the road?
Well, how much do you know about our tribes exactly?
Very little.
He will dismiss these 2 guards, and they will sort of nod and walk their way out. As he will begin to give you the rundown on the 5 elven tribes that take up the nation of Meridi.
Hog lore.
Alright, so I'm gonna lore dump on you a little bit.
I'm ready.
Oh
So,
boy.
You are currently in the northern tribe. Each tribe is assigned to a cardinal direction as well as an element.
Okay.
With the central tribe being the element of wood. So this is the northern tribe. Their element is metal. They are a tribe of smiths and tradesmen who harvest bits of metal from the various flowing rivers that dot the northern lands. The things that they honor most is sort of like not directly wealth, but like holding oneself in a refined social status.
Okay. So they're a little posh.
They're a little posh. They're probably the most like uppity of the elven tribes.
Okay.
The east is the tribe of water. It is a tribe of magicians and sages who tend to something that he refers to as the Sunlight Sea, which they believe to be a body of water blessed by the old gods.
Okay.
The central tribe is the element of wood. This is the home of what is called the Elven High Council, which runs the country of Meridi as a whole. They are very hard to find. They live in treetops, and even among elves, it is uncommon for them to be spoken of. The southern tribe is the element of fire. They are the closest thing to a warrior tribe that this society has.
the Fire Nation.
They use they basically use the forest as like a foundation upon which to build fortifications.
Interesting. Okay, that'll be a very important group for us to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The Western tribe is the element of earth. They live actually beneath the surface of the forest in the brush and the undergrowth. And thus, they are the closest ones that have a connection to the underworld.
Okay. All right.
And
so,
the last detail that he will leave you is a sort of mantra that is passed throughout the Elven tribes that establishes all of their relationships together and how they feed into one of each other. And I will copy and paste this here as I read it out, but it's wood feeds fire, fire produces earth, earth bears metal, metal collects water, water nourishes wood.
Okay.
Okay. The commander is going to actually unfurl the map that one of our astute companions plotted out where possible tribes could be. And he's going to see if he can cross-reference that with the leader here.
Sure.
So,
Go
hold
ahead
on,
and make me a persuasion check, sort of detail how you're describing this.
All right. So, again, unfurling it, flops it out, and here we go. So, this is a map that we'd gone ahead and transcribed from the captain up to the north. And out of character note, who was it that actually did the plotting? Wasn't it you, Tao?
Yeah, I'm the one who told you like possible locations and what would make the most sense.
Yeah. So Tao here is our quartermaster, and he knows supply and transportation of goods, and he put out where he thought most of the tribes might be. Do any of these places look like they're referencing where you just spoke of? Are we close to the mark? And if not, can you help us find out where we need to go to speak with these individual tribes when the time comes? Alright, I'm going to roll that for you.
Oh yeah, does this allow us to like the other elves understand what we say back with the necklace?
Yes,
then?
you can speak and understand Elvish.
Got it.
With these medallions.
Cool.
He sort of... It's odd because you see his mask sort of move in a way, as like his expression hardens a little bit as the negotiations begin, and the sort of pleasantries come to an end. And he says, I could share with you this information that you seek, the nature of these towns, but forgive me if I am apprehensive. I believe you to be well-intentioned as you are guests within my house, but I am not these people's town master. He points to the other towns on the map.
More than a fair statement.
I would be willing to give you such information were I to have something that I could trust you with.
Do you have something that we can do to prove our mettle, our worth to you? Note the deliberate use of the word metal.
He will say, Zero, the commander. I must admit I do like your style. During our conversations, I believe on 4 separate occasions, you directed my attention to one of your allies, instead of bolstering it as your own accomplishment. I appreciate a man who puts repute in his men.
He'll bow his head respectfully again. A commander is nothing without those that accompany him.
He will pull out a diagram and he will slide it across to you. It's sort of wrapped in like a leaf, but there's paper inside. Like a book, but instead of being bound with leather, it's bound with like a very heavy, like jungle leaf.
He's going to carefully pick it up and try to open it so that everyone else can see it that's close by.
He will explain, "This is a task that I would have assigned to our rangers, but if you wish to prove your worth, I would see you complete it."
What are we seeing?
It is a description of a monster, which is noted in Elvish down, which it's hard. So as you look at it, you notice the entire thing is written in Elvish, but as the pendant that you're wearing, medallion, sort of works its magic.
Google Translate.
Yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, it's a magic version of that, but it's like the ink itself sort of morphs into a language that you can understand.
Interesting.
And it is describing a monster only known as the Skittering Tear.
Skittering Tear.
And it is marking like some clearings that it has been, and it details things that the elves believe this monster to be not only a threat to themselves and the wildlife, but a threat to the forest itself. And it is, you see enclosed a letter from one of the ranger captains to Northbound Mountain, which in it says, "The forest is bleeding. This monster must be slain."
So he's going to look to each of the members. Chioko first. Do you nod?
She'll agree.
Bree?
She might actually ask if this creature is poisonous or venomous.
We have not attempted to engage it. We like to let nature run its course as much as we can.
3. Any words?
Hold.
My first thought,
Insight check that.
Yeah, you can insight.
Sally,
I was waiting for my turn to
knowing
say
that
something
there
too.
was someone
you'll get
who
your
received
chance.
information on what they were doing, doesn't feel inclined to believe that that's the entire truth. And I'm stupid.
Well, you get the sense that he's truthful in when he says that they haven't engaged it. But you sort of get the feeling that that's a half-truth.
So pay it no man.
3. Any words?
just by its name alone, seems to run the description of a skittering scorpion, something that camos in the canopies above. If such a beast is becoming such a threat that you are considering to remove it, this is definitely a cause for concern.
Yeah, the rest of you can make me insight checks at this point.
I was gonna say, Tao would cock his eyebrow and pull out his notebook, because he actually took notes when we were back at the first camp, and he wrote down about the skittering scorpion stuff.
Oh, well,
that
in
we were
that case,
mentioning.
you can make
that
your
was-
insight with advantage, Tao.
That was what I was asking about. Was asking if it's poisonous, because the description sounded very much like what the description we were given back in the keep or the fort.
Yeah. So, Tao, you sort of piece it together through your reports, and Chioko, you do as well, by comparing the reports of what you've heard, is
I look at
that
the books and at her, and we nod at each other.
whereas the elves have claimed that they have done nothing to engage this creature, you remember the reports that Captain Valletta had you, which says that the Asperian, the human guards guarding the trade caravans, have basically
ambushed by it.
have been ambushed by it, have fought and died against it, it has claimed many lives. And as he speaks, you get the fact that he is aware of this fact, but he is choosing his words carefully.
Okay, is this something you bring up, Tao, or do you keep quiet about it? Or cheer?
No, yeah, I mention it because Tao's a little bit oblivious.
She'll probably mention this sounds very similar to these.
Okay.
But he has his journal out, and he's cocking his eyebrow, reading it, and then looking at the description, and he'd be like, Commander, this description, it almost perfectly matches what was given to us in our briefing. I had written it down because I tend to be forgetful. And he kind of shows you the notes, which my exact notes to read.
Well.
It says, Caravan was attacked by a skittering scorpion, built they were near the waterfalls and mountain area, which is kind of near here.
Yeah,
it's a large
Waterfall
creature.
Basin.
Yep. Creature attacked that has large claws and a tail. It is known as a skittering scorpion, and they are afraid of fire.
So there's going to be a nod from the commander, and he's going to look towards the representative across from the table. What's the mountain? What's his name?
Northbound Mountain. If you hover
Northbound
over him,
Mountain.
it should show his name.
I can't. I'm trying to finish.
Oh yeah, he's bugged. Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go.
It's okay.
There, it's on my screen.
Northbound Mountain. This does match the reports we received up in the north about it attacking supply caravans, and if we are indeed to set up anything in the local area, we will need those supplies. Not only will we be happy to help with this, but we will definitely want every little bit of intel you have on this creature. Everything.
Make me a persuasion check. You can have advantage because of Tao helping you out.
Okay. Then I'll roll again.
23. Alright. Then the tone in the room will sort of shift as he will bring out another tab of reports, and he will slide it across to you, the commander, and he will say in a low voice, "For your eyes only."
Okay. The commander will honor this, and he will step away from the group over towards the flag with just that. He'll leave the other book with the party, and he will read it.
Yeah. It details, basically, it is listed as Skittering Tear survey reports. And what it is it's basically all the different occasions that this monster has, like, appeared, like what it has done, whether it's like knocking over trees or like pulling people beneath the earth or ambushing a caravan. And so
Sounds
you
really
have
big.
the idea and so what basically you piece together is that every time, or at least a fair amount of the time, that this thing has attacked humans, has attacked travelers upon the roads, the elves have been there. Their rangers patrol the forests pretty regularly. They simply watched it happen.
Yeah, well, making a tissy about that isn't going to help a political situation right now. So, the commander will note everything about, try to get a sense of scale of the beast more than anything else.
You determine that it is from descriptions, it's a large creature, maybe about 20 feet in height, but it's also able to burrow pretty effectively, and it leaves a much smaller hole than it digs.
Yeah, the commander's going to walk back to the table, and he has a very pointed question to ask. This is actually a strategic one more than anything else. I note by the nature of your people and the way that you respect the trees here, the way you shape them, that you more than likely have a lot of experience dwelling within them, even the wild ones. Am I correct?
You are correct, Commander.
If my party, my few here, those that I lead, are to take on a threat of this size, he'll slide the book of notes that he was given and give it back to the person. What I would like to have is the support of some of your archers within the trees in the local area to fire upon the beast as we engage it directly and keep its attention. Your men should be mostly safe and out of distance of it, and should it become too much of a danger, they can disengage. But I would appreciate the helping hand if we were to put ourselves in that much harm's way.
He will sort of put both of his hands on the table and he will lean forward as if he's trying to read your facial expressions. But, you know, obviously there's not much there.
You don't have one.
But suppose the same could be said for him.
His gaze is gentle and confident.
He says, "Forgive me for answering your question with a question, Commander. Is man a beast?"
There's a pause. He's a warforged, so this is a very interesting question to him. I'm going to roll it. If there was ever a divine hand that created everything, that crafted all that we see and all that we dwell in, all that we encounter and all that we engage, surely all of us that share any measure of sentience, be it big or small, share some degree of similarity. Certainly, to a degree, I would say yes.
You have a politician's answer, Commander.
He'll nod slowly to that.
There is but one hand who birthed creation into this world, and that is the hand of Elias, the first of the old gods.
He seems to note that. There's kind of a way that the commander's regarding this individual. Then if that hand has deemed it so, then it must be.
I wonder if you truly believe what you say.
At the moment, the commander pauses and thinks. I think the truth is I don't have that answer. All I have is supposition.
Very well, Commander. If you deem it fit, you will have your men. And mine as well.
There's a nod. He'll approach the desk and offer a hand, assuming that they do such a thing.
Northbound Mountain will, he will step forward over the desk, and he will sort of grab your hand, and then he will put a hand on your shoulder and sort of clasp you.
The gesture's returned in kind.
He'll give you a hearty nod.
Commander nodders.
He says, feel free to make yourselves at home within my city. We are people of the trade. We speak your language of coin, as well as your language of common.
Very well. We will take some time. My quartermaster and the others will see what they need to procure. In the meantime, I'll see, looking at these other reports, where we best find this creature, how to engage it, and where to set the field for a battle.
He'll hop back behind his desk and allow you to leave.
All right, the commander is going to pause here and let everyone else have some time role-playing.
Nice.
Whoa. Once that's been concluded, 3 will look at you, 0, and in your mind you will hear,
should Northbound be informed of the Ever Eye now to begin his opinion on it?
Yes. The commander nods and speaks to a voiceless voice that was in the room. Northbound Mountain, I will sit here with you and detail some of the other concepts of the grander idea of our deployment in the south, while everyone else also departs. If that's all right with you.
Observer, as you turn to leave, you sort of hear Northbound Mountain goes, "Yes, tell me of this, Evereye."
Oh.
There's
Three will immediately stop and pivot and look at Northbound Mountain.
How?
He said that out loud.
He will look at you, and he will pull up his mask, and you will see a smiling grin of an elven man, and he says, "Here we don't hide, we wear no disguise, for here you will find even the trees have eyes."
There's this kind of like knowing look from 0 to 3, an amused one at that. And he'll step up to the table and hopefully find a seat and get cordial. Anyway, that's good for me for now. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom.
Yeah, 3 just looks at Northbound, not in a hostile stance, but more of a relaxed, like,
I understand more now. Thank you. Such things were spoken to Zero privately due to its sensitive nature, and I should not be aware of such dangers yet since you are the town master. It is your decision, after all, how you will proceed once you know.
He nods. He's still just, you can see him, he hasn't put his mask back down, he's still grinning.
If 3 could return a smirking kind, he would. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, he always is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He will go down sort of this way. I'm using the things, and he will just kind of sit and wait for 0 to conclude his activities.
The commander will look briefly to Chiyoko.
Mm-hmm. I need to use the
Chiyoko,
bathroom.
are you all right?
Yes, I've just been taking notes.
All right.
She's got a journal out and she's been just kind of taking notes on the things being said just throughout the entire conversation.
There's a soft and fond hand on the shoulder for a moment. Very well, if you need me, I'll be here.
Of course. I will go with the others for now.
That would be best.
I will leave you to this then.
Thank you, Chiyoko.
Alright, she's gonna go down.
Gotta get something to eat, Chiyoko.
I
Something
suppose
to
a bit of
eat.
food would be nice, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for, I guess the rest of you, until the commander catches up, the entirety of Waterfall Basin is at your disposal. Feel free to explore and go where you wish.
Come on.
There
Tao
are
wants to,
plenty of things to find.
Talk to this individual for a
Should
second.
we perhaps ask Tao as well?
Oh, he looks busy.
Oh,
Alright, well, I'll let you two wander
suppose
wherever
so.
you wish. Let's do that conversation with Tao.
Okay. So he's gonna like kind of not sit down next to the guy, but
Mhm.
he's just sort of like here. He's gonna look down at him and he's hoping that this pendant works properly. He's going to kind of calmly stand and look towards him and sort of make a slight clearing of his throat to try to get his attention from whatever he's doing without being too, obtruse about it.
Yeah, he's sort of chilling. He looks up. Yes?
I have a question. I am very new to this area and your people. I wish to ask you a question, and I apologize if it comes off as rude.
You may ask it, and it will not, for we are in your debt.
I see. Well, that is good. This threat that we go to fight, it is a beast, and it is from what I understand, natural, and your people seem to, if I understand correctly, cherish nature and life in it. Would this thing not also count, or do you regard this differently?
There are two forces behind nature in our school of thought: creation and destruction. We too are part of nature. We do not view ourselves as separate, as humans might. When the balance is shifted, we seek to correct it.
He nods. So this creature, you do not necessarily hold anything against it for what it's done to your people, but more so that it has been destroying life overall?
Creature eats because it is hungry. That is not something to be blamed. However, when it destroys trees, homes of creatures that are not its prey, makes the forest bleed.
Thou thinks for a moment, and then nods. I can understand. I too am from the wilds, though far from here. Is there anything else I should note?
You too will
about your
find a
people,
home
or-
among nature, these woods.
Thou thinks for a second and kind of looks out with his eyes closed and smiles, and then looks back. Possibly. I'm far more at home here than I was at the garrison. Is there anything else I should note about your culture or people so I do not step on toes?
Well, us rangers patrol the forest, but it is not in a military fashion, as you would call it. We view it almost as one would view religious service.
I see. I will keep that in mind. Well, I appreciate your time.
Mm.
And I am sorry for what happened to your friends.
It's fine. Verdant Sky will rest easy knowing that his metal has returned to the earth.
I will smile and nod and take his leave.
Sally will talk to this elf here that's outside.
Yep.
And, not in Elvish, but we'll speak
Yeah.
in common.
Where do we go to get a drink?
Tavern's that way.
Thank you. Do you want a drink?
No.
No. Okay.
Just casually walk away.
Chioka, what other languages do you speak?
Celestial? That does remind me, though. There was something I needed to do. I may catch up with you in a moment.
Okay, I'll wait.
Tao, after following behind them a little bit and missing their conversation, looks at this this guard and just says, "Have you seen a brash and somewhat rude
He just
small human
before you
recently?"
even finish, he points that way.
I nod. Thank you.
Chioko's probably making her way back. Sally was
Chioka.
headed to the tavern. If you could perhaps accompany her, I needed to speak with North Mountain briefly. I'll be there
Understood.
soon.
No big deal. I will take over babysitting duty.
Yes, thank you. Alright.
Zero, it's at this point where you and Northbound Mountain's conversation is basically coming to a close. And he tells you that he will take all the information that you've given him on the Evereye, and he will move it into consideration. Pending the completion of your task, as of course, Smile.
I think he's still AFK.
Yeah.
So, just move him down here.
Move him up there.
With Observer. Alright.
Yeah, we can have this conversation with Chiyoko.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh,
There's-
well, perfect. I was just telling you that your conversation with Northbound Madden has just sort of ended up.
Cool.
And he tells
Yeah,
you
just
he
briefed
will...
him on that secret society crap
Yeah.
and everything else.
He
going
tells
on.
you he will take all of that information under consideration, pending the completion of your task, of course. Smile.
Of course. Smile. Yeah. So, Zero's gonna, I really want to have other RPers have a chance to be in the limelight, so I'll follow 3 around for now, so.
Okay.
It's the closest thing to a kin that he feels he's ever gonna get.
Go on ahead.
I have
Chiyoko.
I have a task to complete. She's just gonna kind of quietly and softly approach Northbound's desk here and inform him that she has a message to deliver for him. One that she wanted to wait for more privacy to do so.
He will look surprised.
Yes. She will simply say, Rivers sends her regards.
You will see his sort of the bottom half of his face that has been exposed. He will actually audibly gasp, and he goes, "So, you were sent by my daughter."
I see. That is the relations then.
It warms
She
my
asked
heart to
that I
hear
deliver
that
this
she
message
is well.
before we left. She is the one who sent us.
Even as she has moved away from our lifestyle, she still cares for the forest. This pleases me. Thank you.
Of course. She'll give a bow and begin walking away.
Alright, let's check in with people who were going to the tavern. Hey, you arrived at the tavern.
I'll slowly make my
Wow.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Hello. Never
way
mind.
there. Quietly, the two of us just quietly walk since you're not a talker.
I was gonna show up maybe
yes,
about a
two people who don't talk,
minute-ish
but-
later.
Sally, you see a sort of fellow redhead behind the counter.
Hello, fellow redhead.
Greetings.
Why can't I go
Hello.
And what be your name?
I'm Rich Tidings.
Are you rich?
In spirit and in spirits.
There we go.
Are you single? I mean, do you have me?
Oh, I have been soul-bounded to a fine woman for over 100 years.
Damn. Okay.
The woman is the bar! He slaps the table. Oh!
She'll lose her shit and just start cackling in her seat.
He will pour you a sort of a mug of elven wine. And we'll give that to you.
Ooh.
So I hear you talk in coin, but also by other means. Arm wrestle me.
I believe this
Now.
Oh, I see.
Do it.
It is true that you humans still admire strength above all. He will unfurl one of his sleeves and slam his hand onto the table.
Talon's
Very
not watching
well.
with great interest.
I accept your challenge.
He's watching.
I will pay double But if I win, the next round's on me. Well, on you.
And in me. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Very well spoken. You have a way with words, unlike much of your other kin. I like it. You have a style about you, a fire in your soul.
Found her.
Well,
Is she?
we redheads tend to do that, I guess.
All right,
Strength check time.
strength check
Let's-
time.
Observer.
All
Let's
right.
go,
I
dude.
will plug it in. We'll
Shrug.
both roll it
Just
on
shake
3.
our
All
head.
right.
Is it a
Okay.
save or is it
It's
just
a check.
strength check? All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh! A narrow victory as you and Rich Tidings sort of attempt to push each other over the other end of the table, and as you win the arm wrestling contest, what happens next is that instead of just his arm going down on the table, his arm goes down on the table, and then his legs go above his head and all the way around as he flips.
Oh, I'm sorry
And he
for your
just- and he
spellbound
just-
life.
She starts wiping the counter.
It's okay, she's a crotchety bitch sometimes, you know how it goes?
So once
Tao's
again,
trying as hard as he
cackled and
can to
raise her
watch it
meat
not do
and
anything.
cheers to him and just downs the entire thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, he will say, he will announce to the entire bar, he says, I have lost a bet of most extreme circumstance. The next round of drinks is on the house.
Oh,
Oh, you don't
Poor
drink.
observer's
I'm
like,
so
oh, that's
sorry.
useless.
Do you eat cold? No, you don't. Never
And
mind.
he will put
No,
out,
and
he will
no.
just start putting out a whole, like, tray of, like, wine and ale and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, excuse me.
And then he puts one bottle here that is... He puts 2 bottles down here on this counter. He puts one bottle that has a mark of a flame on it, and then another that is just jet black.
Oh god. Oh jeez.
Above a 10, I don't do
I
it.
also need to
Below
throw
a
this
10,
out there.
I'm
My
breaking that.
boy! My boy!
Three's just looking at the liquids like, what is this jet black
I'm
liquid?
drinking that.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna take the flame one.
The flame one?
Mm. Yes.
Okay,
This looks delicious.
make a
Barkeep, what were
Constitution
those?
saving throw. Okay.
Mm.
Um,
Oh my god.
Sally, you feel like warm, like really warm.
That's how I felt earlier.
Like it got really hot in here. Like it feels like the sun is beating down. Also,
God.
you're hella intoxicated.
Oh boy.
Are you alright, Sally?
Oh my
Puppy had his
god.
eyes open from his meditation and just smiles and
I
looks
see
over.
why you're so bound to the bar counter.
He
He
will.
is
Yes, I've spent
very
many a
refined.
night wrestled in your bosom.
Oh,
She starts to fall asleep and just wraps her arms around the counter.
this is.
Yes, feel the
boy.
contours of the wood, the fine craftsmanship.
Just starts smushing her face against the grain. Just-
He will grab
No
the
splinters, no
the other
nothing.
bottle, and he will turn to Observer. He says, "This, my friend, is a orcish brew from the mountaintops of the spine of the world. They call it in their tribal camps, Hirog."
I fucking knew it. Oh god, it's back.
I wonder why.
Oh
You know,
no.
listen, I love my tavern heartbeat.
Tao reaches for the jet black one and kind of
Yeah.
eyes it. He's going to look at it and then sort of look
he
over
will
at...
pour it into a mug in front of you, and it will pour very slowly. Like it's got the consistency of molasses.
Yup.
Jacob's just gonna look at it with like a look of like mild like curiosity, horror, and like maybe just a little bit of fear.
And I guess
This
I'm
will be
going
good.
to
The orcs assure me you will learn why it is called hurg when you drink it.
I'm gonna see if
3 steps back.
Okay, so yeah, I was seeing if I was smart enough to decide how hard I wanted to try this. Okay, so I'm apparently very, very smart about this. So I, instead of just being an idiot and trying to scoop it onto my mouth at once to get it over with, I'm going to kind of like taste a little bit of it.
Sure. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Saving throw.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
So,
I'm kind of poggers. Yeah, so I
okay.
took like a normal swig of it instead of like
to
chugging the whole
describe
thing.
this, I have a few preliminary questions. Have you ever
Oh, boy.
drank molasses?
I haven't drank molasses, but I have eaten it.
Okay, okay. Have you ever tasted blood?
Yes.
Imagine eating molasses, but it tastes like blood.
Ew. Wait, I'm a lion. That's actually totally chill.
Yep.
Chunky blood.
Tao's eyes kind of widen, and he just continues. He just starts like chugging the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, and you rolled it at 20. It's good.
Yeah, he goes hard on it. It's slow. Well, he goes as hard as he can. It's gonna take a minute because it's slow.
Yeah. It's you get the sense. The bartender explains to you that in orc tribes, the tradition is to just continually bite on the lip of the mug to put more of the drink into your gullet.
I mean, my like mouth is probably the size of the mug, so
Yeah.
hell yeah. So I'm just gonna drink that whole thing. I'm like licking the whatever little bits still stick to the inside of the cup.
Oh yeah.
Lions enjoy blood, so works out. I slam the mug down and smile and kind of have a hearty Santa-like chuckle. Just a
That's how his head springs up.
What's her name?
She's alive.
The soulbound wife counter.
The name. Oh, you see, she has a name that I cannot repeat in front of the other patrons. He sort of pulls you closer,
Oh
he grabs
my
your shoulder,
God.
he whispers unthinkable things into your ear.
Just gonna-
Okay, not one charisma save.
She's visibly like looking at the counter and honestly considering selling her soul to a bar.
So, you know how I described earlier how it's less that the elves carve things out of wood and it's more that they coax trees into a certain shape.
he fucked the counter.
He has spent 100 years romancing this tree into being the shape and configuration of a tavern.
Oh. This man has the most poggers.
Wow.
Rolls of his life.
She's looking at this amazing design of this, and she's honestly not. She cannot find it in her heart or just in her mindset to judge him for binding his life to such a gorgeous piece of mahogany, whatever this is. It's great.
This guy X this tree. My favorite pairing.
Chiyoko. Chiyoko.
Chiyoko, I believe Sally wants your attention.
Hello? You went to the.
My boy!
Did I can't believe you left me. You're not speaking.
Did she die?
Oblivious?
Oh, wait. Shit, I was fucking muted. God damn it. I've been
course.
coughing
Yeah,
off and on, so I've been trying to
no.
mute every fucking time I start
okay.
coughing. I'm back, sorry. What?
Yoko.
You zoned out.
Yoko.
He because he's now slightly inebriated, he gently kind of pushes you towards Sally so that you pay attention.
Come here.
Yes. She just looks
This
concerned and a little
daughter.
afraid.
Look at this corner. Look how
What?
beautiful it is. Do you know
Yes, it's
why
very
the talisman
beautiful.
said the things he did when she starts to whisper, but it's still a bit audible. Because she's a little intoxicated, but she kind of whispers towards Hyoka and is like, you know, I called man beast and those things. At first, I thought that was very rude. But then, I kind of just took it more as a compliment, because at the end of the day, what does that make them? And her face gets very serious. It's almost like the drunk is now gone. And she kind of
do you
death
mean?
stares into your soul.
Doesn't.
It makes them pray.
Right.
Jesus.
She
Just
feels.
falls on the
She seems
counter
like
again.
she's very confused. She's like only half following what you're saying because she's more concerned about the fact that you look like you're about to fall over.
She just falls on the counter.
She's just gonna kind of like give like a concerned look to Rich
Rich
Tidings.
Tidings will clasp his hands. He says, "Well, that wasn't existentially horrifying."
I
Who wants some food?
would, and perhaps if you have something to drink that is maybe a bit more mild.
Hal's gonna pick up this tray that's just been sitting here that no one else seems to be touching and kind of walk over here
Mm-hmm.
and look around at these guys. Do either of you want drinks? They are on the house.
This person will take one, or begin to take one, and then this person will shoot him a look, and then he'll put it back.
Tao will look. Do I notice that? Is that like really obvious?
Yeah, it's very obvious.
Tao kind of looks over because he's just had a entire drink of whatever the hell that orc shit was. He's going to look at this guy and be like, "Is he not permitted to drink? Is there an issue?"
No, he is not permitted to drink. At least not anymore.
Oh God. He kind of smiles. Would you like one then, sir? I love
No,
him.
I
love him
would
in
not,
some way.
because I am responsible for this.
He kind of stares and then looks back. So, what's the story on that? With a slight smile.
This one will pipe up. He goes, "Why won't you lay off of me, Fable? It was one tree."
Oh no!
What do you mean by one tree?
He knows what he did.
Oh, please, I have all night. I would love to hear this.
I know what you did.
Now I'm curious. I put the tray on the table and sit down.
You
This
know I
massive
was
lion.
going to do the ritual. You know you're supposed to do it before you cut it down. What's the forest gonna do? Smite me where I stand? He stands back with his arms wide open.
We just hear this from across the bar.
Yeah.
She's just gonna kind of like look to observe her as she hears this. That is dangerous.
He's
You
already
should never say
looking
such
over there.
things."
Tao actually looks over to, you say his name is Fable is what he called him? And he goes, Fable, what would this ritual include?
He pulls out a sort of parchment and he hands it to you.
I look at it and unravel it. How long is this?
It is an 8-hour-long ritual.
Holy
A
fuck.
description of basically spending 8 hours lying on your knees, sprinkling various objects, and profusely apologizing to the woods for what you are about to do by cutting down a tree.
He just reads the whole thing and kind of looks over, looks down at this guy, gives him a little bit of a wink, and then turns back, because his back was to Fable. And then he turns back to Fable and goes, yes, this seems very important. I cannot believe you could have possibly ignored such traditions.
I'm rolling that.
Do you want to roll a deception check, or...
I mean,
That is a very obvious sarcasm. He will snatch the parchment back. He goes, I wouldn't expect someone of your kind to understand our way of life.
Oh, the 20 didn't work, damn it. That was a pretty good roll. He simply smashes, I'm just attempting to lighten the mood. I understand it's important.
He goes, and what's there not to understand? Are we not also part of nature? Do animals not climb inside trees all the goddamn time whenever they please? Do giant beasts not knock down trees when they charge through the woods? You know, it's no wonder your name is Tiresome, Fable.
As he's like reaching to the tavern, I kind of like lean over to Tarzan. This like hulking warforged just comes out of him and just goes,
I understand why he doesn't drink anymore.
And this person he will stand to his full height. He will come over here and he will grab this person by the scruff of the neck, and he says, I have been appointed to make sure that you atone for your mistake, and if you mess with me, your name will no longer be Joyful Revelry. To which he very quickly sits down.
I'll come over like, I am sorry, I did not mean to cause such commotion. Are you sure you don't want that drink, Fable?
No.
Very well. I'll pick up the tray. I'll just sort of set it on this table right here, so it's in the middle and anyone can get to it. I love him. I love him, oh my god.
Hello, Commander. Nice of you to join us, she says with a very groggy face.
I thought I would come over after my meeting. It seems I came at just the right time for some excitement.
Oh, God.
I don't know if they allow training here, but you did say we were going to train last night, and that never happened. Did it?
Rich Shinings will come back in. I couldn't help but overhear a rather embarrassing argument between a rather refined member of society and a dirty tree cutter.
The commander's gonna contemplate the fact that he took like 8 swings at 2 fucking Null captains and only hit like once or twice, and Sally decapitated like 4, and he's gonna just think about this whole training idea, and he's gonna just look at 3 for a second, and then look back and go, yes, we should go outside and train.
Okay. She'll walk over to Chiyoko very briefly and kind of lock eyes once again and whisper in a hushed tone that could be, incited if people wanted. And she will say the exact same thing she said before. I meant what I said. That wasn't the drink speaking. If man is beast, then they are prey. and they're doomed to die and fade away because they aren't strong. Except for that one. Anyway.
She pointing to the bar or towards Rich Tiding?
Who knows? She's still a bit groggy. And she walks out.
Just gonna kind of just
This
watch
bard
her go.
next to you will stand up and say, "You guys are harshing my vibe. I'm gonna go stand on the other side of the tavern."
Oh, I was just going to. Oh.
Harshing my vibe.
Yeah,
She's just
dude.
gonna kind of pop down on the
Arching
seat.
the mellow, bruh.
She's gonna pop down on the seat next to where he was sitting, looking a little saddened for the fact that he just decided to leave.
Alright, where is Zero the Commander? Oh, he's over here.
Going
You're
on
running.
a journey, it seems.
We need training stuff, because our weapons are gone. Oh, God.
I found out if you drag the mouse and then right-click mid-drag, you can set waypoints for your movement, and so you can move smoother.
Oh, oh, oh.
Whoa!
Kind of just looking around right now.
Is Solemn Song still here?
Yeah, he's chilling.
A quick question for you. Do you have training swords? This one wishes to practice. I'm happy to do it here in front of you so you know we're not wandering off with it.
Nice one. Good cut.
He will rest both of his hands on this sort of root here. And as he pulls them up, he will hold 2 wooden training swords.
What the fuck? Did he just shape those in front of me?
Yeah, you can make a Arcana
Whoa.
check to try and understand it.
Why does the cart have a stat line?
Me try.
Okay, hold on.
Woo! Stick!
Arcana.
Okay.
Dick.
Yeah, that's weird elf magic. That's like, what the fuck?
I am both impressed and you have my gratitude.
Think nothing of it. Hands you a sword. Hands you a sword.
Thank you.
Time to get to bopping. Okay.
All right.
Right now?
Opposed strength checks. We'll do best 2 out of 3.
So as we were engaged with the gnolls outside, the one thing I noticed is that your strength is it's really impressive. You just need refinement on holding the blade properly, so try holding it more like this. He demonstrates a better hold. Allow your elbow to carry through and follow through on every strike. And then they go ahead and do some strength checks. Let's do it. Yeah. You said like 3 of them?
Yeah, we'll do like rounds and like best 2 out of 3. Okay, yeah, Zero the Commander, you demonstrate the superior form. And Sally, you find your defenses sorely lacking.
Alright, another go. Oh.
Oh.
You hit me! You bastard.
And Sally swings back with that wild, untamed strength.
Well, yeah, you're definitely strong. You still need to temper your aim. Get the blade aligned with where you're trying to swing. Alright, one more go.
Oh. Here we go. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ow.
He'll wrap the wrist right as she comes in with a stray swing and just knock the sword out.
Grabs her right hand. It's very visible since she didn't like being hit. pain is a terrible teacher in her eyes, and that is very clear to see.
I can see that this is going to be a journey between you and I. You have so much potential. I'm sure you'll do fine.
I'd rather read Blingus.
She just hands the training sword back to him.
He's actually, while she walks off, he's going to come up and be like, he's going to whisper, is there a chance that I can keep those for now? If not, I'll return them.
He just hands them to you, and he says, in common, "You're going to need them."
You're telling me. God's help
I'm
me.
lost.
I think she's lost.
Hello?
You think she's lost? Where did she go?
That way.
Oh, this is the bank. Ooh.
Sally!
Oh,
I know I've been here before. It's a shame I guess I really am lost. I suppose I must
Ellie, you can
find
make
my
me a
way back.
perception check.
I have no idea where I am.
You can roll me perception, by the way, while you're out here by the water.
Ooh, okay.
God, you're making it
Ooh.
sound like the setup to like a really bad porno.
What you see something
I
moving
hate
through the
that
water
voice.
That you can't
Ooh.
quite to describe. The best way that I could describe it visually to you is, like, it's like a moving like glob of almost like light, and it moves almost like it's in a lava lamp.
There's no way this woman went back where we were certain we'd gone the wrong way again. Nope.
I'm still lost.
Well, I believe she went back to the party.
Oh, hello.
It's
I'm
that
lost.
way, and then further that way through the trees
Okay,
before you get to the water.
okay. Mm-hmm. 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 I think I'm lost.
There's a building over here.
Oh, building. Doesn't have any windows.
No.
Hello.
You walk in and you
Oh,
see
dear God.
two people. You see a wood elf, which you can tell by like his greener skin tone, and you see a half elf, which you can tell by the fact that he looks like a very aged human, but with elven features. And they are sort of talking and conversing, and it looks like exchanging goods.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting something? I'm kind of lost.
No, you are not interrupting anything. Come in.
Okay. I just wanted to get back to the bar. I have a bunch of friends there, and I'm very lost.
Head about straight this way. Like, right as you walk off of the staircase, just keep heading in that direction.
Okay. Sorry, your names?
Oh, I am Central Nomad, and that is Fading Star.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you dying?
I'm old!
I'm so sorry.
She just quickly.
That's not... What?
Just quickly runs out.
Damn. Poor old man.
Oh, I remember you two. You're the one I smelled. Yes, I
He just
remember you.
points that way. He knows exactly where you're going.
Send the human, get her drunk.
So, before Sally gets back in the time that you guys have, has anything else happened in the bar?
I don't know about that. Did Tao do anything yet? He's been over there.
Where is Tao?
I left. I'm over here.
Where are you?
Yeah, Tao went and did something, and I really wanted to talk to someone.
Yeah. We'll do Tao, and then Chioko, and then Sally will have gotten back to the bar by the time that time goes up. All right, Tao. You walk into what appears to be a shop of all sorts of goods. You see very fine, made tapestries. You see general goods, stocks, provisions, fine pottery. And there is a elven woman who is sitting here holding a vial of a blue liquid and sort of stirring it in her hands.
Is she paying attention to me entering or no?
No, she's focused on the vial.
Okay. I kind of look around at some stuff and then kind of walk up and wait for a moment to see if she notices. She obviously doesn't. So I kind of speak up. Hello there.
Hello.
This is your store, I assume?
Yes. Greetings. I'm Gentle Ivory.
Pleasure to meet you, Gentle Ivory. I am Tao.
Need anything?
I was looking around, yes. I'm seeing if you have any other provisions for things like repairing weapons or armor or rations, things of the sort. My clothes have been damaged slightly. I was going to try to get them stitched back up.
Of course. If you're looking for weapons, you should see the Forge Master.
Where would that be?
Up across the river mouth. There's a big bridge.
I see.
You will get along with him well, I think. He is, well, an odd fellow.
Oh, wait, are you trying to say that am I odd?
Well, yes. You're a lion man. Does that not strike you as odd?
Well, he kind of raises an eyebrow. I suppose not to me, but I could.
Have you ever
see
singularly seen another one of your kind in this world?
That's a good question. Have I?
No.
Okay. I was like, that's actually a wonderful question. He kind of thinks to himself, and it dawns on him the realization that this is actually a good point. And he just sort of goes, well, I guess that's true.
I don't mean offense, but it just is odd. That's just what it is.
I suppose that is fair. Do you have any cloth that could match similar to what I'm wearing on my robes? I received some damage in battle.
Oh, of course. She will pull out some fine elven clothes, and will look to. She sort of grabs the patches of cloth, and without you even gesturing for her to, starts just comparing them to the cloth on your chest, by just pressing them against it and running her hands across, comparing the textures, and she's like, No. Let's get the ones in the back. Yes, this. Do you think you'd look good in green?
He raises an eyebrow. I suppose.
No.
Whatever you think is best.
No, green would be terrible for you. You don't. That was a trick question, darling.
I see. I'm not one to know these things. I've always just had clothes that have
she
been
will
given
grab one of her cloths and she will put it along each one of the tears in your cloth, and as she just sort of presses it, she whispers some words, and your clothing is mended.
His eyes kind of widen as he looks down. That's rather incredible. What is it? Is that magic?
Magic! Magic runs deep in these woods. It is the backbone of our people's society. It is said that magic came from the heart of the earth.
He kind of stares and looks back. What should I owe you for repairing my clothing?
How? You've probably seen Chioko do the same thing.
I didn't observe you doing that.
Metal Man. Oh, you didn't? Oh, damn.
No.
She took quite a while doing it.
Oh yeah, I think we were.
It took her
I think we
several
were, like-
minutes to patch up all those holes.
Oh yeah, because that's when we were traveling, right?
No, this was
That was when
following
they were in
the
the
big
blacksmith-
fight.
no, yeah,
Oh,
in the big fight.
Yeah, after that big
Oh.
fight.
Mhm. He
I
was
know you like.
mending
Oh,
his wounds.
afterwards. Oh, I don't. Yeah, no, I think I
Yeah.
was. We were like figuring out what we were doing next. I don't think I was paying all that much attention because I
Mhm.
don't particularly remember.
When you ask the question of what you owe her, she says, "Well, you can tell me where you're from, Beastman."
He kind of smiles and begins to describe to her the wild jungle from which he came, and of the hunter.
Check. Her eyes widen as you describe the hunter. She says, "Oh,
He raises an eyebrow. What is it?
you serve one of the imitators."
He kind of cocks his head. Please explain what you mean.
I believe your people have a word for them. You call them saints?
Ah. Yes, that is a word that we've used. I see him as more of a mentor than necessarily serving him per se, but I suppose it's not that different.
Interesting. A son of the imitator in my city. Who would have thought?
He kind of looks at her and then looks down and says, well, either way, I greatly appreciate the assistance.
She nods.
He bows and then proceeds to walk out. I will head towards the blacksmith. Thank you. You guys can go do your stuff now while I slowly
All right,
walk my way over there.
let's go to Chiyoko. You wanted to have a conversation with somebody in this bar?
She actually really wanted to talk to this dude, the bard, but then he got uppity.
He got empty
this
because these two were
So
arguing.
She just kind of sat down nice.
Yeah.
She just sat down kind of sad at
you
the
sort of
bar.
hear, like him doing his like music thing. He's sort of his
Yeah,
vibe has
she
been
really-
reestablished.
She really wanted to speak with some of the elves and learn more about their culture.
One
And
thing
she
you
did
notice
have a
about,
very
like,
specific question.
one thing you notice about closely examining him is that this man is a half elf.
Oh, he's a half elf. I see.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I had noticed in his portrait he has rounded ears rather
Yep.
than pointy, so I figured perhaps he was human or something. But yes, half elf would be interesting.
Well, also, sort of like elves, they tend to vary a lot in appearance. It's sort of like their ear pointedness is like, sort of like one of their features that has a small amount of variance. Like some of them have very high pointed ears that like go all the way out, and some of them just have like semi-pointed ears.
it's genetics, but he has no pointy ears.
Right, because he is a half elf.
He is a normal people. Anyways, if that's the case, though, since he walked away, she's probably just gonna sit here at the bar, and she's gonna call to Rich Tidings here.
How can I help you?
I actually had a question.
Feel free to ask.
Yes, it is about your names here. I noticed that all of your names are...
Oh god, I disabled the grid and now the map is reloading. I shouldn't have
Oh,
fucked
that
with
explains-
anything.
No,
Here we go.
please tell me
Hold.
that's not the case. I just finally got back in.
Well, oh god, oh, I see the map. Okay.
I
I
reloaded.
was about to
We're
say
good.
mine's
No!
fucking frozen.
Shitty, I've killed you.
Oh yeah, it just reloaded for me. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Now
If
it's all
it
white
pops
blank
up
God,
and
canvas.
it
God,
says,
PC.
if it says not responding, just click wait.
Okay, I live.
Okay, okay. Oof.
She's gonna ask him. I noticed that many of your names are descriptions of things or places. This is unusual.
Yes.
I've never seen this before. Is there a
unlike-
reason for this?
Yes, unlike your culture, our names are not given, they are chosen.
I see, this is interesting. And you choose them for a reason, I assume, then? Out of
Yes, for
preference?
example, I have this wonderful bar that brings me so many stories and people from all over the world, which is why I named myself Rich Tidings.
I see. Then I have
The boy over
questions
there,
for some of them.
Joyful Revelry. He used to be quite the partier.
I see.
Sometimes your name is given to you by the people around you, such as old Tiresome over there.
Damn.
I
Oof.
see. And do you allow these names to define you?
Well, how much does a name define any person?
She's gonna kind of look saddened at this spot. Quite a bit, I think, sometimes.
Hmm.
But names can change, I suppose, yes?
Yes. I've had 3 names in my time.
Really?
Yes, when I was young, my name was given to me by my parents. It was Fresh Mistake.
She's gonna just kind of, she's gonna look a little startled and like, oh, okay. You know, they kind of look like a oh, you sweet summer child.
That's so funny.
It's okay, it's okay. By the time I was a man, my name had changed to Promising Mercantile.
Oh, well, that's good at least. You are happy with your name now?
Yes, of course, for it is the name I have chosen for myself.
Well, then I pray it will serve you for many years to come.
Indeed.
That was... I just wanted lore. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
More lore. Go get more.
Give me lore!
This is the lore episode. It's your first contact with the elves.
Fuck.
Y'all better fucking keep asking questions. Get in there. I want you to talk to your music geek that you liked. I think that'd be really cool.
Meanwhile,
Sally re-enters the bar.
God! Zero, I got lost! I couldn't find my way back!
she's got a branch in her hair. Her knees are scuffed. She looks like she just ran through a forest alone, afraid.
He just kind of like gently clasps her shoulders. It's okay. You're safe now and you're here in the tavern. I'm sharing yourself an ale.
Named Lone or Old Stars, something, and he's dying. Oh.
An awful tragedy.
The ranger here will go, Fading Star has been an upstanding member of our community for nigh on 200 years. He chose that name himself.
Is he dying? How is he dying?
Not from sickness. I mean, he's old.
But
my God,
was he stabbed? Was he hurt?
No, he's simply an old man.
Zero.
He's gonna pause and then look back at her. Why don't you make yourself feel better with some ale? Here's some coin. You can have one on me.
I don't want any more. Just sits down.
He's gonna look at 3, kind of helpless.
Oh my God! And he was old.
Okay, let's
Weird
see.
old obsession.
Where is Tara?
I'm gonna go find the blacksmith.
I'm way over at the.
Meanwhile, at the blacksmith, Tao,
Perfect.
you enter, and let me describe to you what you see over at the Forge Master's place. First of all, there is a sparkling tree that appears to be made of crystalline leaves.
Ooh. Please keep describing, because I can't actually see right now, because I'm getting a water.
Oh, okay. there is a actual human man inside there, and he appears to be working the forge, as best you can tell. He holds up a piece of metal to this sparkling crystalline tree, and it begins to, like, heat. And then he takes it over to a nearby bowl, a basin, and quenches it.
Sorry, I'm running back to my computer. I'm gonna keep, like, just kind of looking around and observing, especially taking note of this large crystal tree, because that is definitely something I've never seen before.
Yeah, and he will turn to see you, and he says, "Good tidings, traveler."
Bell looks up. I'm trying to look up. He nods and approaches. Hello there. Pray tell, is this the forge? This is what it appears to be.
Yes, this
But I've
is
never
the
seen one like
forge.
this.
This is our... Well, the elves call it a creation engine.
His eyebrow cocks. Curious nature. Does it work similarly? How does this one operate?
Similarly enough, some of my skills carried over, but had to learn a fair bit of magic.
Tao kind of stares and looks around. Interesting. This is quite the marvelous... Is it a tree?
Yes, it is. But these crystals are said to contain the concentrated energy of life, or some other bullshit like that.
Oh, okay, I'm back. Sorry, I got whipped over to the text.
You can disable that.
Oh.
In your cogwheel on the right, in configure settings, there's one that says...
Oh, Panda speaker.
Yeah,
Got it.
Panda speaker. Panda token speaker. Uncheck that.
Got it. Okay, got it. Thank you. That's so much better. Holy crap. Okay. So this creation engine, it allows you to forge, or can you create literally anything? Does it literally create?
Well, we said that the entire forests harness the engine of creation, but yes, it does allow you to forge, and it allows you to create. Though, getting it to create what you want is the art behind it.
He nods and kind of scratches his mane. Do you have arms and provisions here, then?
Yes, of course. I can prepare them for you. We have quite a lot of metal in our stocks.
Tao nods. That would make sense. This is the tribe of metal, is it not?
It is.
He kind of laughs and... Is there a way I can start talking to him about, like, armaments and pieces, just passively?
Yeah, he will sell you, what are, like, basically, he will sell you, basically, regular weapons and armor, but they are of elven make, which means that they have special properties, like, inherently, that aren't, like, strictly stat bonuses.
Oh.
And he will also offer his services to enchant existing items for a price.
Ooh. Okay. I'll let these two enter before I continue on with that. I'm basically just talking with him about weapons in general.
He's
and
going
being
through
blacksmithy
you,
nerd.
and he's like, here's how we, like, heat the metal. And he was like, we put it in these branches here, and then we get the water from the lake, and we quench it.
He's just kind of, like, learning and observing and being like, you know, they're being armor weapon nerds.
And he tells
Then these
you
two can enter.
that sometimes during the process of operating the forge, what are called Shards of Creation will fall off of the tree and end up in the waters of the basin.
He kind of cocks his eyebrow at this and pray tell what do those do?
Well, they help keep the waters pure.
That would explain its incredible clarity.
Yes, it's odd to be part of a forge that makes the world cleaner instead of dirtier.
He kind of cocks an eyebrow and nods and is rather impressed by this concept. You two can enter now if you wish.
Yeah.
Okay. Zero enters.
Sally enters
Oh.
with a hand
We're here
tugging
now.
at his tabard,
I forgot. Yeah, you can't really see.
not wanting
You
to
want
be
me to
lost.
move you
I'm
up?
dragging you two in.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
I forgot you're blind.
I have a simple question once you're done with your matter at hand, Tal.
He turns and... Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to click on you there. He turns and looks at you and says, Commander, it's good to see you.
You as well, brother.
He looks over at Sally and then back to the blacksmith. You were speaking of enchantments. I would prefer if I could, if we could get this one something. He points at Sally.
I'm already enchanting, you bitch.
He
She
kind of
says,
stares
The-
blankly.
The blacksmith will. This elf will just like squint, but the blacksmith will go.
How just sort of stares and then looks back.
She crosses her arm and pouts.
For her weapon, not for her.
Right, of course. So maybe she
Back
could
at
use some
Sally.
work too.
Oh, here we go.
And now Tao is kind of.
Okay.
This is just a human, by the way.
Yeah, this guy is a human. That's the first thing that you two notice coming in here.
She's gonna walk up and attempt to slap him across the face if no one stops
Reflex
her.
save!
Okay,
Reflex save!
make a
He's
strength
gonna
check.
strength check that.
Make a strength check, and I'm gonna dodge with my dexterity.
Do I just make an attack roll with unarmed strike?
Yeah.
I made a strength check to try and stop
Okay.
her.
Okay.
Alright, I'll make a strength check to get by. Here we go.
Oh my god! You get by and you slap the blacksmith, and you just sort of sits there. He's like, "No, all right, yeah, probably deserved that."
She backs up and just sits on this stump, looking away.
Tao's just like looking around like, oh, that happened.
Right.
He gets a little closer. Okay, look, she's got a bit of a temper. I apologize. We just... She
You
means
didn't
well.
have to explain that to me. Unlike these
Yes.
elves, I know how to read people.
He kind of laughs at this. But either way, she handles herself well in battle, but I would like to have her more well suited as things seem to, how do I describe this? Gather towards her, and I don't want her in that much danger if possible.
Sure, I can enchant a basic weapon for around 150 gold.
It's a great question as to how much gold we actually have. I haven't really paid that much attention.
Well, you all did get some gold from Captain Valletta,
That's true.
but not.
I definitely don't have that much.
Yeah, not that
I think
much.
I think I have 10 gold right
Yeah,
now.
I think we each have
don't
like
think
10.
I have that
Mhm.
much.
Tao just sort of takes note of this and says, alright, I will keep it in mind. Thank you.
Yeah. Also remember the mechanic I mentioned earlier of you being able to return to this town at any point in your journey
Yes.
you wish.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was taking note of it.
Mm-hmm. So basically, if you have 150 gold and you come here, this guy will turn any mundane weapon into a +1.
Peggers.
Damn.
So, waiting until he feels that there's an indication that Tao's complete.
Mhm.
How are you doing?
Yeah, he's done. He's just kind of jotting down notes now.
Right. The matter that I have for you is perhaps a bit more complex. I have a weapon that was passed on to me by someone. I was wondering if you would take a look at it.
Sure.
Okay, so he's going to come over to this ranger here. As we are not permitted to carry weapons inside of here, there's a sword I left. It's very clearly enchanted. You should be able to find it amongst the armory Could you perchance bring it here?
He'll nod, and he will zoom.
Thank you.
And in a few moments, like quicker than you would expect somebody to cross that distance, he will come back with the sword in tow. He has it wrapped up in cloth.
He makes way for the blacksmith to come down and look at it himself.
Blacksmith will take it from the ranger, and he will sort of unfurl the cloth and sort of put it up towards the tree here. He goes, well, it's not elven, I'll tell you that much. It's seen some damage over the years.
That's part of my concern. It seems to still be holding its edge, but I worry about it breaking at a time. Is this something you can mend?
Of course. The core of the metal is still strong. We'll just need to fill in the gaps along the cutting edge.
How much would that be?
Well... Tell you what, for a person like yourself, for a piece this fine, I don't get to work on non-elven weapons too often. This one will be free.
Kind. I'll remember this gesture, thank you.
What's your name, Warforged?
Zero, the commander.
Name's Thankful Soul. At least that's the one the elves gave me.
Is it the one you would choose?
Maybe. Don't remember what my name was before they rescued me.
I see. Well, as one thankful soul to another then, I appreciate what you're doing.
He will hold up your sword, sort of putting it into these sort of crystalline leaves. You will see it heat, like red, and then it heats white, and then it heats a bright blue. And he will pull it out, and he will whisper an incantation in a muddled mix of common and elvish, as he shapes the blade back into its prime condition.
Fucking peggers, dude.
And he will hand it to you. He says, there, as sharp as it was the day it was forged.
The commander will, with a tenderness reserved for most things that are delicate, gently take it from him. Looking it over and give an approving nod. Thank you again. He then clasps it properly and then hands it back to the guard.
So while he's sort of handing it to you, he places his thumb upon like the edge of the blade. He's like, would you like to christen her with a name?
A name? He'll think back to his interaction with the blacksmith. Here's Awen. And his son. And then he'll think to that dream that he had, that vision. Bond.
He will sort of run his thumb across the metal, and that will be engraved into it.
He'll take it carefully into his hand and just appreciate it, and then hand it off to the guard.
The ranger will take it, wrap it back up in cloth.
Wordless, he'll offer a hand in just final parting, and he will step out to kind of contemplate. Clasping his hands behind his back, he'll be silent down here.
Oh, yeah.
As Tao passes Sally, he'll kind of gently poke her and say, we are heading out if you wish to join, otherwise feel free to stay here.
Alright, check back in with the rest of the party. Chiyoko and Observer.
Yeah, we've been having just a little conversation, a tiny conversation in the chat. So.
Recap!
No. You can
Oh
just,
god, my lungs.
You can sort of pick that up wherever you want as they're working their way back, I assume.
I mean, Chiyoko just expressed a desire to learn more about the elves and their cultures and the cultures of the different tribes.
Stop booing me, Tao! I'm trying to get
sorry, I thought you were...
Sally to come with us. Okay, now
You
I
gotta
sense a disturbance across the city.
She's still reading her
you do?
comic. She's just not interested in anything right now.
Observer. And Chiyoko, actually. You can both make me religion checks.
Sure.
Poggers.
Oh. Sally, don't walk off the bridge.
Wow!
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
As you are both, like, devout followers of two of the patron saints, you sort of get the idea, sort of just existing in this space and sort of feeling the magical energy that clearly radiates from, like, everything here. There is what appears on the surface level to be magic is actually just like a thin layer of magic wrapped over the true source of power, which is a huge hub of divinity.
Oh, that's actually kind of hard to tell this how this leads later. Okay, I see.
I see. Do we know where this divinity is vaguely? Like, is there a direction, or is it just kind
it
of
seems to be like
within the very
emanating
earth itself?
like from the ground itself and like, rising up through the trees in like waves.
She'll note this to Observer. This place is not just magical, but there is something more here.
Everything is still alive. More so than normal, I think. I've not experienced anything like this myself.
Yes. Outside of... Well, no. I can't think of a single place where I've seen such power.
So, the sort of reactions that you both get based on your, like, different religions is, you sort of get the sense that, if your saint was to think upon this, they would say, like, this should be recorded in the flow of time. And your patron would say, these elves are hiding something.
Yep.
And it's at this time that your companions make their way back into the bar.
Stuffs the comic book in her corset. Walks in.
Hello, Observer, Chiyoko.
Yes?
Greetings.
Have you been enjoying your time in the bar?
Oh. Yes. We've just been speaking and observing things.
He nods.
3 simply nods to affirm what Chiyoko has said.
Mm.
Kind of
Mhm.
looking around too, like at the tree, just like, I'm trying to find something. He's 3 is just looking around the whole time for this part, not really paying attention to anything specific.
Observer doing the observations.
At this point,
More than usual, yeah.
the sun sort of becomes lower in the sky. As, the bar begins to settle down.
If any of you have any further need of me, I'm going to go to somewhere more private, given past experiences, and go ahead and review the local terrain and topography. See if I can find out where this objective is.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
Alright. The party would probably note that the commander, though, as confident as ever, seems to be really studious at the moment, like something's on his mind.
You should probably observe that.
Look at this convenient dark shed.
I will accompany him.
Yeah, you sit in the tavern's storeroom, where fruits and other objects are left out to dry.
And less likely to spy on me.
Mm-hmm.
Traitorous vegetables and produce.
Organic. What's that?
Jugger, you would have spotted him if you followed him.
Yeah, she kind of was not quite following him out, but she was kind of, maybe a couple seconds behind
Let's
him.
see,
She probably seen him
any
making his way down the
further
stairs.
interaction you guys want to have before we go to these two?
So how does this work?
How does what work?
With
She pats the counter.
Oh, well, first you have to, meet a very nice sapling and get to know each other. And the first date is usually the hardest. I'm joking.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I noticed you were nodding like you were believing me. That was a complete joke.
Oh, okay. Well, you can tell me. We can whisper about it. It's okay. Just
Starts exchanging information.
Yeah.
How to fuck bar counters.
He sort of describes to you these, rituals where you would stay up for, a week on end, literally coaxing a branch of a tree to grow towards you by, repeated hand motion. And all the, and he's like, I don't really get into the mumbo jumbo of all the magic involved. I just like to do it by feel.
so with the hand motion, like that.
He starts running his hand across the bar, and as he does, actually, you see small, sparks of light beneath his hand, and as he does so, he runs his hand in a sort of this way direction, and this, curve of the bar starts to, even out.
Oh. What the fuck was that?
Yes, see. Unlike the trees that build your houses, our trees are alive and well. Sometimes they even talk to us.
Oh.
She nods, not believing any of this, but respectfully nodding. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Continues to exchange secrets. That's it.
Joyful Revelry will come over to the bar. And he will say, well, it seems that my keeper of the day has seen fit to allow me to have a drink. Rich Tidings will pass him a wine.
Tao's gonna move a little closer because he wishes to observe this.
And he will grab two more, and he will hand, and Joyful Revelry will hand one to Tao and one to 3 Observer if you both take them.
Yeah, I take
And he
mine.
goes, here to
I look at
small victories over oppressive mediocrity.
Tao
Three-
turns. And
Three's
just
lights
looks-
kind of blink
and then
once.
looks back,
Sally holds out her hands. Gimme.
That rich tidies will pass you and drink
Like
salad.
motioning to observer, but takes that drink as well.
Tao just waits for everyone and decides to join them in their cheers.
And Joyful Revelry will turn to you, Observer. He says, "So, I see the crests of the military guild upon you.
Correct.
What brings a bunch of foreign soldiers through our lands?"
3 will kind of ponder the question for a moment, trying to figure out what he can really say, and simply says,
We are tasked with trying to minimize the amount of danger this forest will be in.
Great, so only the same task that we've been doing for the past 500 years. Very good clarity.
suppose.
Lots of details in there. I love it.
I'm aware of how vague and simple that sounded.
We
I'm
all
unsure
know.
what I can say.
He grabs his, like, glass of wine. He starts, like, holding it in one hand and, like, swirling it as he's, like, talking. It's like, we all know. The real reason why Asperia is sending envoys into our cities is they want to keep the forests in check. They're business people at all. They don't really care about militaristic culture. They want our goods. They want mercantile wealth from us. I think Northbound Mountain's gone too soft.
You have but one perspective, which I can see why you would think that way. However, there are other parties at play.
I'm sure your commanding officers have a perspective of their own. Might be different from yours.
Perhaps. Though if a army were all of one single mind, it would fall apart. Different opinions makes them stronger.
All right, I see. I see what you're getting at. So you don't drink at all?
3 looks down at the cup, looks back at Joyful Revelry.
No. However, I have not tried to.
Give it a try!
No balls, you won't.
Rolling.
Okay, Observer.
I failed.
Let me describe
He'll
to you
do
what
it.
happens. So, for a moment, you see Observer sort of unhinge the bottom half of his, like, faceplate. And he pours the elven wine in there slowly. And for a moment, Observer's eyes go from yellow to bright white. Observer, you are filled with memories that you are certain are not your own.
One moment, please.
Oh! I'm pogging. I'm pogging.
Okay, go.
Okay. Did you open up a notepad?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You, sort of see yourself in a tavern. Not like this one, a typical tavern. And you sort of are sitting there, and you look down at your hands when you go to grasp your drink, and they're flesh. They're a human's hands. And you stare across the bar, and you see a tall Goliath man wearing a helmet, or the top half of a helmet that is in the shape of a shark's jaw. And he goes, and he puts a hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "What's the matter, lassie? Drink up!"
Lassie!
And boom, you're back. You're in your own body again.
You were a girl!
No, I think I know what's going on.
I have no idea.
Three comes back from that, and he just like looks at the drink again, and is just staring at it, not saying anything. Clearly, his demeanor has changed, even though he's like very reserved. His body language is of that's never happened before.
Joyful Revelry is waiting in anticipation to hear how you enjoyed the drink.
It was
Be right back.
something.
And then as soon as you finish saying that, the bottom hatch of your head opens and all the wine spills out.
Oh,
Okay, so that's a no on the can you drink front. I'm gonna check that as a no.
yes. I
3 leaves.
Okay.
I can't see, so take me outside.
Yeah, I'll take you outside.
Help.
No help.
I'll sit on these boxes.
Yep, sure.
And then we'll wait for Shinny to come back, and we'll do this conversation between Chiyoko and Zero.
Actually drank it.
She whispers to Tao.
Yeah, Tao looks up equally as surprised and amazed as her for the first time. He's like, I know. What the hell was that?
Did you see his eyes? From where you were?
It was weird. I don't know how to describe it.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know.
You're too loud.
I feel like that wasn't supposed to
I'm
happen.
at the same volume level as you.
Shut the fuck up.
We're all whispering.
We're gonna call you Silent Revelry next when we cut out your tongue. Be quiet.
What the fuck?
Wow, that was really dark.
She drinks some more.
Holy shit.
Whisper gang.
Joyful Revelry will silently drink his drink. And we'll come over here and start drinking the cup that Observer left here.
Oh my god, it actually worked. His new name is Silent Revelry.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Oh, you're loud again.
At this point in time, 3 would come back in and go to Rich Tidings and simply ask for whatever Joyful Revelry had and walk back out.
Yeah. He'll hand you it's a glass of elven wine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he takes the glass and
Thank you. I will be right back.
just walks back out with it.
Waiting for Shinny to be back.
What do you want, Tao? What?
Yeah, so
I think he's going to drink.
So how about all this amazing DM work and map work from Sci-Fi?
Dude,
bro.
Fuck
I
yeah.
might have to actually upgrade the Forge server with all these loading issues. I might be pushing Foundry to its limits already.
Oh my god!
Game already
I don't actually understand how that works. Is this a program that like you run normally,
So,
or is this?
Normally, if we were going to run it like the way that the program actually intends, it would be an app on my desktop that I would run, and then you guys would connect to in a browser. But that's peer-to-peer, and that's very slow. So
Kind of like
instead,
a map tool situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So
yeah,
instead,
yeah.
we went through Forge, which is like basically the same idea as buying a server and then hosting it on it.
I see.
I've returned with the yummies.
Welcome. Are you ready to have a deep lore talk with Chiyoko?
Oh my gosh.
Deep lore.
Hog.
Yeah.
Laura.
Chiyoko. He's unfurled some of the papers and is kind of rifling through them piece by piece, trying to see which ones he wants to go over first.
Hello, Commander.
How can I help you?
I thought I would come and lend my assistance where I can.
He'll nod and motion for her to take a seat on one of the boxes. He's kind of just acquired at this point.
She'll pull a box up to the, not table. Sitting across from him.
The reports on this particular beast, it says it's quite large. Pulling people underground is no small feat, and taking out entire merchant caravans is hardly something for something demure.
He's very clearly focusing on work.
Okay. She'll probably, if that's the case, she'll probably just kind of observe what he's doing, maybe trying to kind of get a feel for what he's doing.
Okay.
How he's trying to make his decisions.
If you want to put it to a roll, you could.
I like
that's a
doing
good
that.
idea. Yeah.
Give me some of that insight. See if we can get that good insight. Oh yeah, that's a good roll.
Oh,
Ginny,
jeez.
how's the commander feeling right now? What's going on in that tin head?
Something's bothering him, and he's got composure. He's got bearing. He's obviously a military guy, but he's just trying to just focus on what is in front of him, because ultimately that is what matters. At least that seems to be his perspective.
Mm-hmm. I suppose in the way that only someone who has also been a part of the military and has spent most of it caring for others and making certain that they are okay could only manage to see through. Even though he is a large metal man with no face, she will tell from his demeanor and his posture that there's something up with this dude.
Yeah, especially because you've seen how the commander operates.
Yeah. His usual charisma has faltered a bit. Commander, you are well? You seem troubled.
That question, can I have a persuasion check? Is that okay to ask?
Yeah, you can ask roles of other players.
Yeah,
for social.
Go for it. Go for it. See if you can persuade her of.
No, I want you to persuade him to totally open up.
Oh, okay. She's not a very persuasive person, usually. Makes sense.
But he does remember her helping out the other time, and there's camaraderie still there.
Will.
There's just this lingering pause again.
The last thing I'd want to do is trouble any of you with my burdens.
Your
More
care
paper
is of
shuffle.
my greatest concerns.
You did look after me when I was fighting those two, didn't you?
Yes.
Very well. If you promise to keep this bit of counsel to yourself.
I think I can promise that, yes.
I know that I have a purpose. We're all, as a Warforged, born with it. That's why we're named as we are. 3. He very well, very, very much maintains to his task. You can see it all the time. But myself, to lead. People like to write in books and tomes that is a path of camaraderie, where people will praise you, or that you will be surrounded with friendship and kinship. But in truth, it's always been a lonely thing. My number is not insignificant, and I don't know why it is what it is. But I worry. I worry that my time here, whether short or long... There's a pause.
She'll just patiently wait for him to finish.
Whether short or long, whether or not my time here is one that I will actually have camaraderie or kinship again. Certainly I look at all of you as a team, as my element, but there's a connection that we're supposed to have as Warforged with others of the same number. 0 is not supposed to be a number.
It is not.
He shakes his head. There's more papers being moved around.
That is curious. I cannot pretend to understand, but...
Just know that I'll continue to look after you and everyone else in the body. If I have to mine my own metal to do it, I will make sure I get each and every one of you out alive if I can.
Do not forget. We are here for you as well. The team is
wouldn't have it
nothing
any
without
other
his
way.
leader.
You're
There
fine,
was-
Yoko.
Something I was speaking with the people of the tavern here, elves. And they told me something, that they choose their names, or sometimes they are given them. Perhaps, as time marches forward, your name will take on a different meaning. I don't know how, but sometimes we must be patient and wait for these things.
Eerie blue eyes will fix onto her, just watching.
There's just a melancholy in her eyes. Sort of a dull sadness that, I don't know, sits behind every expression she makes.
Hey, Yoko.
Yeah.
Would you like to
That's
use your connection to the patron saint of time to attempt to read Zero the Commander's fate?
Oh,
you know
God.
what? That sounds pog as fuck, yes.
Make a religion check.
Let's see.
You see through the lens of time. You see the progressing of time as hands of a clock turn in a circle. And you see inside the clock face numerous gears turning to run the machine, each of them bearing a number 1 to 99. And then it pans out, and you see that the clock is not a perfect circle. It's an oval in the shape of a 0. You get the sense that whatever 0 the commander's fate is will affect all of his people.
All the more reason to keep this one alive, where maybe we haven't been able to keep others.
That's horrifying. Don't tell.
She'll return her gaze back to the present. Just continue to...
By the way, you hear a voice as you attempt to return to the present.
Oh.
You hear the voice of your patron saint speak within you. And she says, "The flow of time has unwound. The observer has seen the unseeable." And that is where I will end today's session.
No!
Drink up the juice, lassie.
What
Who's the lassie?
Who am I?
Who is Observer, dude? Is he some corpse stuck in a machine?
So, I can at least bring the curtain back a little bit. The individual that Sai was
Describing?
describing was a Anubis's D&D character by the name of Akan,
Who
which
was in
was
the
from
very
an older
first,
D&D,
the
very first D&D
campaign
campaign
in this world.
of this world. Yep.
That's really crazy, dude.
And I'm a theory craft now. I don't think it's... I can't remember this for the life of me who was in that party, if anyone were human or not, but I think that from one thing I remember that may have been Akan's potential wife.
You're close.
Oh,
Man,
Damn,
dude, that's so crazy.
To
dude.
tell
I just
you
love
something
that.
about the way Warforged are made, and Giga knows this because he played in Heart of Iron, the campaign that introduced Warforged to the world.
Yep.
Warforged are made by a process that involves pulling a soul from the realm of the dead and breathing new life into it. So when two Warforged share a same number, part of what the connection is, or at least it is theorized, that it's because they had similar qualities. They were of a similar walk of life in their past selves.
Yep.
Observer, having triggered a latent memory, has remembered something about his past self. This, in a follower of the Saint of Time's purview, is a big no-no.
Ooh.
But for somebody who follows the patron saint of secrets...
I'm like...
Oh.
And I'll tell you my plan right now. I'm making Zero drink this wine.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make him do it. See what happens.
Oh,
Nothing may happen at all.
Alright, so that will
We'll see.
conclude episode 3 of the Southern Front. We will resume next
boy.
episode with you guys riding out the following morning to face the skittering tear.
Oh god, boss fight, level up.
I'm eating my food too fast, but I just want to say thanks, man. Fucking awesome session.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I would have tried to squeeze in the boss fight today, but it would have gone long.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a big fight. Yeah, there's actually fan art. to show again for D&D.
Yeah.
Yo.
Thank you, everybody. So I'm gonna pull this up
Oh.
on stream, and then once we go through it on stream, we'll cross-post it into the Discord.
Oh, I'm so
here.
excited.
So the first one is just a meme format from Wolfcrow of us at the beginning of the session of where we're going, we don't need carts.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Amazing.
We got some art by Mino. Looks like a hand-drawn 3 observer.
Hey, yo, traditional.
Very cool.
Yeah. There he be.
Look at that boy.
That's our boy.
Very cool.
Oh,
Oh,
handsome.
we have 2 more of the posters from Neldacted. We have
Oh, yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Zero the Commander.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Hey, yo.
Yeah, there he be.
Yo, look at that
Oh,
boy.
dude. And here's Sally. Look at that. It's the crest. It's the
Yeah.
Asperian military crest.
That's so cool.
So fucking cool. Also,
Me.
we have art from Saucy Seas of Tau. Some cart shenanigans.
Oh,
Cart
no.
has
There we
mounted
go.
vice.
I love it.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure
It's
it out
canon. He
next
can do
time.
that. The DM said so. It's canon.
Ooh, we got some good Chiyoko art by Lane. This one is titled "The Guise of an Angel."
Ooh.
Oh, spooky! I love it.
Very spooky.
Oh, no!
We got Hennesis, the 3DS artist, drew Sally with a little
Hey!
Chiyoko and Tao in the background.
Look at that.
I love
baby!
the expressions in the background.
Yeah.
Just
So-
feel like mild concern.
Hennesis is actually wild. They do this art on a 3DS.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. You told us this last week.
I
It's
love
so
it.
fucking good.
I
Crazy.
love it.
Oh my god, and
Thank
Saucy
you.
Seas has a
I
meme
fucking
format
love that.
of Sally yelling at the blacksmith.
Oh my god.
Wow.
This chaotic
Beautiful.
bitch, dude.
It's so fucking good.
Incredible. Incredible. Thank you guys so much for drawing fan art of the D&D.
That is sick.
That's so awesome.
Thank you guys. Oh my god.
Thanks for
I
being a
love
part
it.
of our adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
This is
man.
awesome.
Oh, my mind is expanded.
help
What
me
does
still
it mean?
tips.
Yeah,
Hell
we had
yeah.
that was a big lore episode. So this is one of the things that I'm most excited about at this campaign is that the area of the world that you are exploring is an area that I've run 3 campaigns in this setting, and the area that you are exploring is an area that has never been touched
Holy shit.
by any of those
Yep.
parties. So this is full like uncharted territory. So I'm just getting to fucking like
Lord,
spout lore.
amazing.
Yeah, because we had Star Riders, which started in Asperia and went sort of over through Tyra and Gallia. Heart of Iron, which was very much rooted in between Gallia and Massar. And we had the Open Path, which was set in the deserts of Teria.
I actually did have a quick question because I
Yeah.
for my notes. What was the element of the Central Tribe?
Wood.
Please
Wood.
take note of my new Discord icon. Thank you.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Hold on, I need to see.
Yeah, the element of the Central
Amazing.
Tribe was wood, and then the whole thing of how the tribes are interconnected from the center are wood feeds fire, fire produces earth, Earth bears metal, metal collects water, water nourishes wood.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep nice and tidy notes.
There's I think it's an Asian philosophy type thing, where it's like instead of the 4 elements, it's the 5 elements, and that's sort of what I based each of these tribes on.
Yeah, you got me legit looking at oval clocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
TikTok.
The thing that Time Mom said, she said 3D Observer has seen something he was not meant to see.
It was not something that he says has seen the unseeable. So not even something that he wasn't supposed to see, something that shouldn't be possible for him to see.
Gotcha. Wasn't there something else she said after that?
She said the flow of time has been disrupted. 3D Observer has seen the unseeable.
Gotcha.
Pause.
Did I do that?
He actually glitched the world and saw inside the Matrix code.
Flow of time has been
It's the clock. It's 0.
Disrupted.
He's a warforged.
disrupted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I want to make certain I've got that very correct.
Not stopped, not reversed or anything, just disrupted.
Fucky.
It's a hitch.
Yeah, a little hitch
A
in
glitch.
the little hitch in the system.
Oh god, my throat.
All right. Well,
I'm
thanks,
sorry if I didn't
Sai.
talk very
Wonderful
much.
session,
I was
guys.
fucking dying all day.
So
and I will
cool.
cross-post all the fan art into our general chat.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Thank you.
So I will see you guys next week.
Next Friday. Let's
Next
get
Friday,
it.
the 28th. Or no, the 27th. Yeah. I forget that it rolls over midnight while we're doing this.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
All right.
good.
All right, I'm
All
gonna
right,
go outro the
smoochies.
stream and catch up on alerts and stuff like that.
Yep.
Hi, chat. Oh, the subathon decay hit. Oh, I'm just. That sub counter was at 1100 yesterday. Back to normal. It's fine. 600 is still more than I expected it to be at. I was thinking it would land around 5 something. Fucking KO'd instantly. So, let me catch up on notifications. Alerts are now unmuted, so if you were holding off to get the alerts to go off, you can do it now while I'm outroing the stream. By the way, I'm looking for somebody who wants to volunteer some of their time to highlight VODs on Twitch. Like, just clip them and highlight them, because I'm far too busy to do that. And then once we have those clipped, I can literally just export them to YouTube. So the sessions will be going on YouTube soon. I'm very sorry the sessions haven't been going on YouTube and they haven't been being highlighted. I will put them up soon. They will be going up soon. If I don't get any volunteers, I'll just buckle down and do it myself. Also, I might need to look into either hosting direct or upgrading the Forge server, because I think I'm pushing Foundry to its limit.